All right. What's up, everybody? You're welcome to another fantastic show on Uncle Benu's channel. Yes, you heard me right. It's another fantastic show on Uncle Benu's channel, and this is Uncle Benu and the Real Fam. How you all doing? Thank God it's Friday. I don't play around when it's Friday, people. I love my Fridays and I enjoy having fun on Fridays. However, we still got a job to do, so that's why I'm here right now to review a couple of trending materials we got on the internet. So do me a favor, if you are just coming in, hit the like button, hit the like, and if this is the first time you're watching our channel, don't be a stranger. Shout out to me and let me recognize you. All right, we're having this show this morning, and we just want to review some comments that people left on Ifunaya's page. Ifunaya herself has shared another video where she simply tell people to listen. I think Ifunaya went into her comment and she saw what people are saying about her story, and trust internet people now. They were asking her several questions. Some people ask her, where are your parents? What are your parents doing? Where is your mom in all of these? Nigerians and our internet people, they always got something to say about everything. So she addressed that today. But that is not what actually caught my attention. What perhaps caught my attention are the comments generally that people left on her videos. Many of those comments are inspiring. Those comments indicated that Ifunaya has successfully touched so many souls, and why some might sounds ignorant, why some might sounds like, are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? But majority of the comments are encouraging. So we're gonna look into that, and on the second part of today's show, we are going to look into what this young lady shared on her page. She goes by the name Ife. They call her Ife Dang. Ife Dang. Well, she said, I don't want to carry my baby. I am going to pay somebody to carry my baby. I am going in 100% for surrogacy. And netizen came for her ass. They tuned her out. And she was forced to make another video, and she still insisted that this is my body, this is my choice, whether you people like it or not, I'm still going to pay somebody to carry my baby. We're gonna look into that too. For the past 1 week, we've done a couple of shows about surrogacy, especially the one that started with our Nigerian actor or actress rather. What's her name again? Biola Adebayo, and we extracted several lessons from those shows. And when Ife came out now with this her melodramatic thoughts, I just noticed something right there that I think we can look into this. We can actually examine what are the issues. So welcome everybody. Sembe, what's up, baby? How you doing?
Uncle Ben, good evening, sir. I'm good.
Sembe, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you for using StreamYard. Torike, yesterday it wasn't easy. It wasn't
Oh,
easy
but tell you
yesterday.
what, I actually like the restream. If not for the same problem of people finding it challenging to come in, I think I kind of like restream the most. And I'm contemplating maybe I'm just gonna buy another phone so we can be using phone calls. If we switch to phone calls, I may have to get people to start calling through phone because, to be candid with you, StreamYard Restream is effortlessly easy, and the interface, oh my God, is so cool. Anyway, I'm sorry you couldn't join us yesterday, but I see all you were doing in the chat. Wahala girl. How you did?
Hmm.
How Niger?
Uncle Ben, I'm fine. No, I must confess, yesterday I was so triggered by Ifnaya's story. Like, I broke
Hmm.
down. I broke down and I slept off at about 1 a.m. and I dreamt of my dad. I was like, oh God, it
Yeah,
wasn't easy. It has
yeah,
been it
yeah,
was just it was overwhelming. Like I was like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know what to say, but
If Naya's story is so touching, guys, hit the like. I'm checking the likes right now. Um, if you are here, kindly hit the like. Let's get this show going. Simbi, I hear your bala blue. What's up, Sese? Welcome, my beautiful Sese. Zainab, how you
oh,
doing? AJ, what's up? Oh, Simbi, I hear your president Bala Blue give democracy day speech, and it was just all over the place as usual. So I've
oh,
seen some people protesting. I saw a couple of videos, but I got to be honest with you, Simi. I'm not I'm no longer interested in all those their Nigeria protests and everything. Their head never correct. Anyway, how is it going in Nigeria right now?
Uncle Ben, as it is right now, we take every day as it comes. We pray. We pray that we are alive to see this country get better.
Yeah,
And
it will
then we,
get better in Jesus' name.
yes, amen. And then we have to also be very smart in your environment. Make sure, do everything within your power. When you go out, come back early. If you cannot, maybe just pass the night in a relative's place or a friend's house. Just be
Okay.
careful. I know we can't be too careful, but if we take the necessary, we can't just pray and not act. You can't just pray and just live your life like that. You have to be
Okay.
smart. So basically, we are taking it one day at a time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Problem.
that's just
No
it.
problem. All right, guys. Real fam, let's do what we do best. Right now we have just 3 likes. So everybody please hit the like, hit the like. I'm looking at it on my screen right now. Only 3 likes. Uh please hit the like so the algorithm can pick it up so fast. I'm refreshing and I'm still seeing 3 likes. All right, everybody, please hit the like, hit the like. Also, let me check our top fan panel. All right. I see CC, I see AJ, Balogun, B-Flex. All right. Hit the like so you can enter the community dashboard. I'm looking at it right now. Only 4 people in the community dashboard. All right. Which story should I start with first? Okay. Let me do this. Um,
Uncle Ben starts with the lady who doesn't want to carry her baby.
okay. We're gonna do that. But let me quickly review one clip I saw real quick and I was laughing. All right, guys, let's get down to today's show. My name is Benoru, and this is Uncle Beno and the Real Fam. You are all welcome wherever you are. All right. How many of you know I Show Speed? I Show Speed. That's him right there. He's an internet sensation. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like this boy. And I guess the reason I like him was because my son forced me to like him by fire by force. You know, all this Gen AI. We thought Gen Zs are crazy, but Gen AI, they're on another level. So I Show Speed is actually like one of the people my son loves so much. This boy, God bless him, he's an internet sensation. I typically don't see what he's doing, make I no lie, but maybe, you know, I'm old school as usual.
Leave Florida. You're not ready for me, bro.
So you guys don't start with me, all right? I'm old school. I really don't know what is. All I saw is whenever I got to see his video, he's doing some shenanigans, he's yelling, he's doing oh, hey, and the like. So, but I bet you are gonna know the other guy. This clip that is Aston Hall. You might have seen his video. His video is pop up. His video pops up on social media almost every time. Aston Hall is that guy that wear mask and he will be running, showing Mozu. The first time I heard about Aston Hall, I'm like, was he a sprinter? I never heard this guy I don't see him in any American sport or something. But then I realized that, oh, he's one of those guys who are cashing out on fitness and all those healthy living and the like. So basically, Ashton Hall presented himself as a guy who can outrun anything. Sometimes he run alongside horses, run alongside dogs, everything. And people made a lot of caricature videos of him. Everybody trying to mimic him somehow. So long story short, Aston Hall challenge I Show Speed. He say he can outrun I Show Speed. When they were doing the internet buzz, I said to myself that, dude, looking at you, you are probably maybe, how old is he, Seth? Let me check. Aston Hall. That's his name. Aston Hall age. Let me see. Because I'm like, he's 22 years old. Really? Okay. So I look at him like, you really don't have the energy of I Show Speed. Why would you want to go up against this guy? People admire you on social media and all that, but you know, here. So they now went to the feed. I Show Speed accepted the challenge. They went on this feed and they had 4 races. In each of the 4 races, I Show Speed outran him and beat him hands down. You know, the moment the clip was out, my son again ran to my office and said, Dad, we beat him. I should beat him. Isaac, calm down. What's up? Then he showed me, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna review this in one of our show. Please, let me speak to you older men. Do not challenge this Gen Z. This Gen Z energy is up to the roof. Don't take them on. Gen Zs are from another planet. I tell you now. So Ashley Hall got his ass whooped by I Show Speed. And because my son is a fan of I Show Speed, so me too, I'm going to say, go, buddy, go, I Show Speed. Yeah, we did it. Yo. Blood of Zachariah. That's it, yo. I just want you guys to know that Aston Hall got...
Shout out to Isaac.
Yeah, I just want you guys to know that that sexy body that you ladies are falling for on the internet, one boy don't drag his bottle. All right, that's it about Aston Hall. Let's now go into our first conversation. Welcome, my lovely sister Biba. Biba, the fine mama. You're welcome. All right, let's move on to the second one. Okay, here we are. Like I've always said on this platform, here we tackle difficult conversation, and the conversation sometimes might be so tough, but we are blessed with so many matured members that can actually navigate some of these delicate issues and help us make it make sense. So this conversation again is just like the conversation we had last week, where we were discussing the Biola Adebayo situation, because this again has to do with surrogacy. So please, we want to approach this with maturity. Do not cuss the lady out. Don't cuss anybody out. We just wanted to like share and extract some lessons from this. So, what are the issue? Let me make it make sense. So here we go. This lady you see right here, her name is Ife. I've forgotten her last name, but they call her Ife Dang. I think that's what they call her, Ife Dang. And then I think her platform is called Diary of something. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to kind of water down what she's doing, but my thing is, when I see people with too much feminist energy, I just stay the hell out of their way. I don't bother myself trying to listen to them. So I think Diary of something girl, that's what she go by. So out of the blue, she came out and said she's okay, nothing is wrong with her. According to what you see on the screen right now, she said, I have a womb and no fertility issues, but I'm going to use a surrogate. Oh yeah, thank you, Sisi. Diary of a Niger girl. That's what she's called. So she said, I have a womb and no fertility issues, but I'm going to use a surrogate. And then Nigerians dragged her. But first, when they drag her, let me show you what she said. When she said the thing no go well, when they insulted her and called her out, she came out and made this second video. Listen.
Except she no longer has a womb, or for some reason she's unable to have children. Lies. Quick backstory. The other day I did a post and said, if you're over 30, you're single, and you want to have children in future, please freeze your eggs, and every other thing I said. Internet people came for me. They said, if people are poor, there's poverty in the land, not many people can afford it, even after I had said this thing is expensive. Okay, listen, I'm about to trigger the internet people again. If you're a woman, you have no fertility complications, you can carry a child to term, and you decide by yourself that you don't want to do that and you want to use a surrogate instead, your decisions are valid. You don't owe anybody any medical report, apology, or an explanation. Let's make the story personal here. I have a womb. I don't have any fertility complications. I'm perfectly healthy, but I'm still going to use a surrogate. I know many people are genuinely curious. Anytime I say this, they will always ask, Ife, why don't you want to carry a baby? You know, you can carry a baby. You're healthy. I'm not going to tell you. I just don't want to use it. I don't want to use my... No woman should attempt surrogacy except she no longer has a womb, or for some reason she's unable to have children. Lies. Quick backstory. The other day I did a post and said, if you're over 30, you're single, and you want to have children in future, please freeze your eggs, and every other thing I said. Internet people came for me. They said, if people are poor, there's poverty in the land, not many people can afford it, even after I had said this thing is expensive. Okay, listen, I'm about to trigger the internet people again. If you're a woman, you have no fertility complications, you can carry a child to term, and you decide by yourself that you don't want to do that and you want to use a surrogate instead, your decisions are valid. You don't owe...
All right. You heard that right there. Now, let's also look at what people are saying regarding her statement. There are a couple of things she did not mention that we're going to bring out now and we will discuss. Please, I can see 21 are watching and our like is still, is in 9 likes now or 7? 9 likes. Please, let's get the like to 20. You know, we've had this conversation severally here on The Real Fam. Within the first 30 minutes of the show, we are supposed to have hit at least 20 likes. That's how the algorithm picks the show up and show it to other people. So do me a favor. I know some people are watching right now and they are not even in the chat, but please do me a favor, hit the like. That's like the cheapest money you can give us. Please, let's do that real quick. All right, let's do that real quick. Hit the like. So let's come back to Ife and what people are saying. By the time I analyze what she said and what she implied and what she's not saying, that's when you're going to see that you shouldn't be listening to some of these ladies. They just believe that because they have some certificate, life is good for them, they can just turn on their camera and blab away. These are, I won't say rubbish, but just listen to me. But first, let's go into the comments. So, the first person that dropped a comment actually use a GIF, and you can see it. That mama with the true nose for and so, and I think she deserved that. Another one. Where's my glasses? Okay, so another one. Official Edorado. Official Edorado says, the same person who pushed the idea of freezing eggs and pressure women over 30 to do the same is now promoting surrogacy. I honestly feel for the young girls taking all this in. Don't believe everything you see online. What works for one person may not work for another. Thank you. Thank you, Official Edorado. That's a good comment. And Niger Baker said, her life, her money, her life again. Absolutely. There is nothing wrong with what she chooses to do with her life. But where things are wrong is when you are advising people without considering the nuances. That's where I have issue. You are advising people without considering the nuances. You just turn off your mic and you think because God favors you, life is good to you, you just rap, man. Anyway, Chezun said, the comment section, LOL, her life, her choice, her money, good. What of the surrogate? Is her choice? Abi because life has money, Abi because Ife has money, she can use it to exploit poverty. Absolutely. These are the main issue. Abi because Ife has money, she can use it to exploit poverty because she can buy another woman's womb. You see, thank God this is coming from another woman. Till tomorrow, the only people that surrogacy should be for are couples that has tried in agony to have their own child, but all other means has failed. Then God sent a surrogate, an angel that has seen their pain and has decided to risk her life and wipe away their tears. Then money can come later. But first, the surrogate knows the couple, knows their pain, and has willing agree to go through that journey. Surrogacy should not be another means of exploitation of poverty because you have money. Watch Baby Fam and understand what I'm saying. Then watch The Healer to know exactly how surrogacy should be. Let me just stop at that first. Oh, God bless you. Share you. I have to go and follow this person. I like people who call things out the way it is. And this is where I have problem with many of our African sisters. When we are having this conversation like this, don't let us just look at it. African, they are not aware that. No. Like that comment pointed out right there. Surrogacy should be your last resort. You have done everything. God himself have seen your pain. Shout out to you, M5. How you doing, my sister? You're welcome. God himself has said that you love kids. You want to have your own baby. You're trying everything within your power, but it's not working. Then it makes sense when you opt for surrogacy. I remember when we had the last show, and MOP was here, we handled several topics around this surrogacy, and one of the topics we dealt with was, should you go public with your condition? Let me even be honest with you. Not every woman that did surrogacy is kind of happy at the beginning to elect that choice. It's just because they have done everything, but they can't carry. That is why they embrace it. And this is where I have problem with modern women. Women like this Ife lady now. Should you now start preaching this as, hey, You can disregate, see, I have womb, nothing is wrong. I have no fertility issue, but I'm not carrying the baby. I want somebody to carry it. Should we be preaching that? Do you know the joy? The joy that accomplish you being able to conceive and carry your baby for 9 good months. Do you even know the spiritual implication attached to this? Do you know the reason children are bonded to their mom? Hey, some of these ladies don't know Jacko. Do you know why a mother we called her 45, 50 years old son, and the son will rush and pick up the, yes, mommy, yes, mommy. Do you understand all this? People, they don't just get it. Do you know the spiritual implication of you carrying that baby in your womb? Do you know that sometimes if your children are sick or something is happening, there are ways that a mother will grab her breast and pray and say, Lord, you gave me this baby. My son will not die. My daughter will not die. God, this is my I don't know anything. So all I'm saying is this. I am in support of surrogacy 1000%. I like and I love people who love children. In fact, make I tell you, as I am right now, I don't care what anybody will say. If you tell me to my eyes, to my face, that, oh, me, I don't like children, no, I beg. I don't like children, no. I just like my life. There is nothing wrong with that. Not everybody want to have kids. I don't want to have kids. I don't like kids. I will not tell you first, but here's what I'm going to do. If situation warrants that you have to be the one that my children will stay around, I no go agree. Oh, I no go agree. I don't care what anybody will say. I'm saying this right now on the internet. There is no way I will leave my baby around you. If you open your mouth wide and say, no, I don't like children. I don't like them. I don't want to have children. Children, they are troublesome. Children, they destroy things. Children, no. If you be my madam friend, and I hear you say it, I go tell my madam, Biko, anytime this your friend come around, please don't let my children be around this person. Because if you don't like children, you can't value children. If you go into this modernization nonsense, I don't want my structure. I want my shape. I like my perfect shape. I don't want my body to be destroyed. I opted for surrogacy. This guy go make me say some things, but out of deep respect for all the sisters out there who have spent money, committed resources, do everything possible to have babies. I won't say what is on my mind, but let me throw it open and let's have this conversation. Simbi, let me start with you. Is Tosin here too? Good. So, Simbi, what's your take with what she said? Are you with her on this one?
Absolutely not, boss. I am not with her. I would love to experience carrying my own child to term and birthing the child. So I don't know what she's talking about. But then um I have this very, very strong um how am I going to put it? I'm not easily influenced by people, even female friends. There's a way you talk to me about your relationship and your dreams. Maybe if you come up to me and you tell me something like, you know what, I don't want to get married, and then you try to project what you're feeling and your own decision to me will have issues because I'll cut you off as a friend. If you come up with this energy that, okay, you know what, I've been married twice. You can see it didn't work. And let me tell you, there's nothing in marriage. I'll cut you off.
All
I don't
right.
like it when people try to project their own opinion on me. I'll tell you, look, fine, it didn't work for you. That doesn't mean that it's not working out there. Look, I live with a married couple that it worked out for them. So, and I believe that it will work out for me when the time comes. So trying to convince me, that's where you will lose me. As a woman, you will definitely, as a friend, you will lose me. I can't stand people who talk like that. The reason why I said in the comment section, I said I don't have female friends that much because of talks like this. Look, it's fine. I won't judge you if that's your own decision, but don't come and tell me because we are friends. I have to think like you or I have to act like you. That's where we have issues.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank
because I
you.
have a mind of my own.
Oh, okay. Trendy Tosin, over to you. What's your take on this matter?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, boss. Good evening, Lady CV. This topic, I would not be sharing the same sentiment with you on this because to me, I don't see anything wrong with what Ife said. It's just like you saying, "Oh, okay, uh, I have given birth before, and I have experienced the pain of childbirth. If I have the options of not going through that pain again." Like if I have the money, I would definitely go for it. It's just like saying you have the money to outsource something you need to do, but you don't really want to do it because of the pain attached to it. But then you're saying, I have the money, but then the culture restricts me from doing this or that. For me, if I have the money, what if I said would be
Good
is an
point.
option for me. Yes, I would embrace it. Yes,
Okay.
because I don't see anything wrong with that, sir.
Okay. We will dive deep
Yes, sir.
into this conversation and I will come back to what you just said now. But first, let's bring the chat into this conversation. So, Sissy said, let me see. So, Sissy said, why is this news, please? Go and do your surrogacy with your healthy womb, sis. Go off, but why are you telling us? Exactly. Sissy also said, this woman chats rubbish. She used to go on about not wanting to marry, but was all over the place with her proposal. She says but behind her viewers is doing something else. Sissy, God bless you for being honest. That's why I said earlier that I don't watch people like this. I don't listen to them. And that's why I always tell people that on this internet space, you got to be very, very careful the people you listen to. People are doing one thing in front of you and they are doing another thing behind you. I saw it all those times when she was going off saying, I don't want to be married. It's my choice. I just want to stay single. I look at her and say, will you shut the hell off? Just talk, say you don't have what it takes for a man to find you. You believe you are way up there. You are too much. You are too good. This is what I spoke about the other time. You believe you are too good. No man is good for you. You are on these high horses. And then this man, what you want? I'm alive, Isaac. What's going on? You say what? Sorry, guys. It's my son. I seize his game. He's trying not to let me have my peace now. Sorry. So this is why I say that many of these ladies, I'm so sorry, respect to all the ladies who decided they don't want to be married. But majority of the people you see on the internet that are parading this, no, I don't like marriage, and marriage is not for everybody. Marriage is not for me. Shut the hell off. It's because you felt you are too good and men started passing you by and you realize that nobody wants you. Just to be happy, you decided to just say, no, I don't want to be married. Just get the F out of here. You are just way over your head. You thought you are too good. And then the man figure you out. They've seen your smelly character, your smelly attitude. And they just be like, you know what? I can't deal with you. Stay on your own. Then you see them turn up their camera and started preaching rubbish. I don't want to be married. Men are nasty. I don't want to do this. Then tomorrow, when they find a man that wants them the way they are, a man that accepts the condition at times that they brought to the table, and the man is like, you know what? I can deal with you. I love you just the way you are. I want you. Then that's when they will turn around and start having marriage proposals. And when the moment they have that marriage proposal, they will plaster the thing all over the internet. They're not going to let you rest. In fact, many of the marriage proposals they show you, they are arranging marriage proposal. Some of them are the ones that sponsor it. They are the ones that call their friends, call event planner, call everything. This is how I want it. You know, when I walk in, they will tell the man, when I walk in, I want you to stand right there and start crying. You know, even if you are not crying, just pretend you are crying. Then I will come, I will start feeling shy. I will be feeling like, oh, then I will start acting surprised. Cut that shit off. Many of them are like that. And for those who are watching them, you will see, Simbi, how you say make they talk all again? That's
God,
it. Right?
when no.
I want with it.
Yes.
No.
God, when no. God, am I a spoon? Am I a
Uncle Ben,
parrot?
Uncle
Am
Ben,
I a
please drop
tree?
that. Drop that because it doesn't fit you at all. That you sounds like a cat. I'm sorry.
Simbi say I should be doing Simbi say you see what you do for me now. Okay.
Uncle Ben, don't listen to Mr. Dio. It's you and I running the show. Don't listen
Make
to
I
Mr.
see they do
Dio.
Abi.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just make it, a bit deeper. What's not baritone? Yes. You can put baritone. Yeah.
Like this. It sounds good like that.
Yes, you're trying, sir. You're trying.
Oh my God.
Koshilo. Okay, so thank you, Sisi. God bless you, Sisi. In fact, you will live long for calling out that BS. She went around and started doing proposal. But let's move on. Sisi also said, then she came out to say she never told people not to marry. We are seeing the same craziness now. And it's the medical profession that allowed this that are at fault. Excellently. AJ said, trust UB. That lady will soon get pregnant and then give another story after misleading others. AJ, how do you want your NSC? Rubbish. Mama 5 said, absolutely not. Surrogacy should be a last resort, not just something you can do as if shopping at a mall. Koyemi, I don't get it. Why you guys deceiving people up and down? Eh? Which kind of rubbish be that? Eh?
Me, I love kids. So I remember when I was a teenager, I said I wanted 20 children, but I can't grow, I can't reduce them.
Exactly. Maria said, is she the one who makes up stories? Yes, so I don't listen to her. I don't watch her at all. I just stay my lane. So these are the conversations I think we should be having. People are abusing many of these things. That is why some people feel somehow about it. Remember when we had this surrogacy show and MOP asked me, if a lady tells you, hey, see my condition, I'm having fertility issue and all that, I can't carry a baby to term, but I want to opt for surrogacy or I want to do IVF. And I said, if you tell me that before marriage, before wedding, I will probably opt out, but I will still try to help just for you to know that I love you. So I will still bring options, everything may we try. But if you tell me I've done all this, is not working, this is my option, I will personally choose to opt out. But then when MOP pressed for that, I said, if we are already married, let's say we are college lovers, we grew up, we got married, we are together, and 5 years into our marriage, 7 years, no baby, and we've been all over the place, we don't do checkup, everything, try everything possible, nothing, baby is not coming. Now me go be chairman of say, let's do this surrogacy, I will pay for it. And whoever is going to carry that baby, he go enjoy to the maximum need. She must be sleeping in AC. In fact, from the day she accepted to carry that baby, forget the money we are paying her. I will personally buy her a car. She will never walk to the market again. Because that's my baby. That's my baby. If we rent a house for her, I wouldn't mind hiring a maid to work for the person that is helping us with the surrogacy. That is how it should be. But surrogacy is not something you manipulate people into. It's not something you hid from your partner. It's just like a man who is infertile, a man who can impregnate a woman. You already know. Say your sperm now, water, you know they work. Then you saw this beautiful lady, you say you love her, and you didn't tell her about your medical condition. You throw a fantastic wedding, wedding ceremony, everything. Then 1 year, 2 years, 3 years into the marriage, picking no come. The poor lady will be going everywhere, drinking everything. Look, I have seen women drink concoction, they don't know what is inside. Some women are looking for baby that if you mix anything together, if you mix charcoal, grab anything, just mix her. If they black, if you carry and give woman where they find pikin, he go drink. That's why sometimes I say, God, why? Woman where need pikin, where desire pikin like mad, they no go get them. Now all this where they no value pikin. Now then they get her at times. So, Uncle Dio, what's your take briefly, sir? Before we go to the comment again.
Actually, I feel so sad. And the reason being that surrogacy is the last option because these people are just making a mockery of people that actually wanted to have children and they could not due to one medical reason or the other. Because when you, as a healthy woman and everything, you are like fronting this option as if you are just going to the mall to pick a material for yourself. To me, it makes a mockery of people that are paying millions, that are praying every day, that are going from pillar to post just because they want to have a child. And maybe one medical condition or the other, they could not. They see surrogacy as an option. To me, it's something sacred, something that should not be toyed with. It's not something that should just be used in a kind of what they call it now, like we're doing on the social media now, something that can just use just to trend. No,
it shouldn't
we
be.
have seen people, at all, sir, at all. We have seen people that have even done this surrogacy, tried it about 3-4 times, and yet they could not have a child. And this is not even cheap. It's not. This thing costs millions. And then there is a legal angle to it. There is a kind of a secrecy about it because the person carrying your child should never get to know you couple. Because of the issue that may come thereafter. In Nigeria, yeah, if you want to be a surrogate mother, you can never know the couple whom you are carrying their child. You will only interact with them through the lawyer. That is like, through the medical doctor and the lawyer that's like doing the whole thing for you guys. But now I can see that some people now want to use that one to be trending, for crying out loud. Where is this one coming from? Like this lady now, to me, she's just trying to trend, nothing more. And as my brother AJ said, very soon she will just end up pregnant now and then it become another story. Because this is just to trend, nothing more. They're just doing things to chase clout and to gather views and just to trend. But to me, this is not good because it really breaks my heart. Because I remember those people that sincerely needs to do it for them to get a child, and this is not something palatable at all. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad.
Yeah, thank you, Uncle Dio. Shout out to my sister Yinka. You're welcome, ma. Sister Marriott, you're all welcome. Sister Yinka said, I read this on the blog and I just go weak. Exactly. So my point is this, please. Don't listen to some of these ladies. Don't just say because they have platform, if they say something, that's the way to go. They sell rubbish. If you ask me right now, let her show her medical record. I'm sorry. Let her show her medical record. I don't have, my womb is perfect, no infertility. Show us your medical record. I can bet you, her proposal is almost like, how many months old now? Maybe 8 months or 6 months or something now. I don't live in a marriage. Maybe She has hidden this shit from that man she got married to. And now they've been in, they do proposal now, don't they go 8 mode now? She not taking nothing. That's why she come out to start selling this rubbish she's selling now. It's her life, it's her choice, it's her money, fine. But the way she put it, she make it sounds like, I don't know. Welcome, Sister Natu. I'm so sorry we come back to this topic again, but I don't know.
No. It's nice, and I'm glad you are talking about this because we need to talk about it. And I came late, but I catch this last part that you're saying. Uncle Ben, let me just educate you a little bit. I think I understand what you're saying about her, that she said that she did she preserved her egg.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about going through IVF 4 times, I'll tell you something. If I had known before now, I would have preserved my eggs too.
Okay, thank you, my sister.
So the older you get, the less oh my God, I don't even know the right word. Where are my doctor people and nurses?
lesser your chances of producing
the lesser your
egg.
chances of having a very good egg. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's common for every woman. Let me tell you, I will advocate with my full chest for every woman that has gone above 30 and is not seeing marriage in the view to preserve their eggs. I will advocate for that. Because I remember there was a time I took 1 injection every day for 70 days. Jesus. And then I took five injections every day for 12 days. And then I took 3, 2, and then nothing. And then they took out 7 eggs. All the eggs did not fertilize. Do you know how painful that is?
Jesus.
So sometimes when we don't know some stories, I prefer that you let people that have experience talk about it. What she's saying, there's nothing wrong with what she's saying. Her womb might be very perfect, but the decision that she took, I would advise every woman in that should take that decision.
Thank you, Sister Natu.
I will advise because of what I've gone through. I will advise once you enter 30, see marriage, they look you 32, 33. I beg, just go if you get money. I have one of my friends that is a Muslim now. She lives in Westchester, New York. I don't push her. She don't go preserve her egg. You know why? Because her own elder sister that's going through IVF told her the same thing. She didn't believe the sister until me, I told her. Okay. So sometimes when people come on social media and advocating for this thing, they're not talking because they want to chase clout. They want to save life because we need to start talking about it. We really need to start talking about it because people are going through shit that they should have taken decisions on. But because churches are not talking about it, some doctors are not talking about it, and people don't know about it. People don't know. Do you know that there's a program that allows STEM people, after you come to America to school, if you're a STEM student or whatever they call it, after 3 years, you can apply for green card. I never knew that. I just found out from my friend. And then people will be begging me how to do it. I say, I don't know. They'll think that I don't want to give information because I didn't have to go through that route. I did not have to go through that route. I'm telling you, infertility is a bitch. That's the word I'm going to use for you. Yes, because, oh, Lord of Jesus, it's gonna ruin you emotionally. It's gonna finish your money. Let me tell you, there was a time that we went on our savings to 0.00. It will affect even the way you communicate with your spouse. People will just be so. There was a time we were clashing for nothing. For nothing. So if you have the opportunity, I'm telling you, from somebody that's gone through IVF 4 times, please do it. And thank me later. Please don't forget to send me a thank you check later when you see the benefit. Because, Lord of Jesus.
Now, Sister Natu.
Sir.
Thank you, my sister. The point is not about freezing of egg.
What's the point?
She spoke about that freezing of egg before. We get it. The point is what she said exactly. Let me show you the video again. I know you came late with shout out to my doctor Adama. You're welcome, ma. Listen to her video.
Anybody, any medical report, apology, or an explanation. Let's make the story personal here. I have a womb. I don't have any fertility complications. I'm perfectly healthy, but I'm still going to use a surrogate. I know many people are genuinely curious. Anytime I say this, they will always ask, Ife, why don't you want to carry a baby? You can carry a baby. You're healthy. I'm not going to tell you. I just don't want to use it. I don't want to use my... No woman should attempt surrogacy except she no longer has a womb or for some reason she's unable to have children. Lies. Quick backstory. The other day I did a post and said, if you're over 30, you're single, and you want to have children in future, please freeze your eggs, and every other thing I said. Internet people came for me. They said, Ife, people are poor, there's poverty in the land, not many people can afford it, even after I had said this thing is expensive. Okay, listen, I'm about to trigger the internet people again. If you're a woman, you have no fertility complications, you can carry a child to term, and you decide by yourself that you don't want to do that and you want to use a surrogate instead, your decisions are valid. You don't owe anybody any medical report, apology, or an explanation. Let's make the story personal here. I have a womb. I don't have any fertility complications. I'm perfectly healthy, but I'm still going to use a surrogate. I know many people are genuinely curious. Anytime I say this, they will always ask, Ife, why don't you want to carry a baby? You know, you can carry a baby. You're healthy.
Okay.
Sister Natu,
Ta.
over to you, ma.
Okay, I heard what she said. You know how old she is? Do you know how old she is?
I don't even know how old she is. I usually
Good. She's over 40. Number one, you're already on a high risk list.
Okay.
And I'll tell you with my full chest, Uncle Ben, if I had money today, I'll go for surrogacy. And it's not like I cannot carry. But because of what I've been through, bro, my body has seen Shege Banza. And like she said, if somebody decides that I have money, I'll pay for surrogacy, I don't want to go through that. I am telling you, see, my younger sister-in-law just passed 3 days ago from childbirth complication. She had the baby, was CS. She didn't come out. Within 24 hours, she was gone. So I'm telling you, sometimes people don't want to explain to you the reason why they make that decision is valid. She's not crazy. If she said she's already on a high risk list.
Here is my Tino, Sister Natu.
So Chimamanda that can carry that did surrogacy. Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's dive deep into this conversation. Now, I'm going to ask some questions.
I'm here for it, sir.
Just the way we do it here on Real Farm, let's not take it personal. We're just trying to learn. Here is the thing. She's over 40. Thank you for telling us that. I won't lie to you. I've never liked her for anything. I don't hate
it's
her.
Okay.
I just don't like her for the rhetoric she put out there.
It's okay.
This same lady was the one that said she don't want to be married. Oh, I'm not going to be married. I am happy.
And things happen.
No. It's not true. It's not a matter of it happened. It is the deception in it.
No, there's no deception.
No, sister.
No. This man's wife, Ginimai said she never wants to have kids. Didn't she end up doing IVF to have a child? And she was trying for the second one? That one has been on TV advocating for people not having children if they don't want to. And she says it's valid. She turned her back to have a child.
But Sister Natsu, I think you are not getting the point where I'm trying to make here. There is a difference between I want this thing, it's not happening. If it doesn't come, I'm okay. Compared to I desire it, I want it. You cry yourself to bed every night. And yet, when you flip up camera, you present it to other people like, oh, I'm single. I enjoy my singleness. I don't want to be married. I'm enjoying my life. I'm living a perfect life right now. I just don't want to be married. Marriage is not for me. Sister Natsu, my take have always been this. Whenever I see 45, 50 years old woman saying, I don't want to be married, I love being single, and we trace your history, at your 30, you were not singing the same stupidity, no sing song you're singing now. You're 25, you are not singing the same song. It's when you get to your 40 and above, because, I love my singleness, I love being single, I'm having a blast, I go to vacation, nobody asks me question, you don't have to be married, it's my choice. I call it BS, Sister Natu.
No, it's not.
What I respect is a woman comes out and say, you know what, this street is not easy, oh. The men we have now, they are cuckoo. I desire marriage. I want to be married. I don't even want to be single. But I never see better man here. Liars, cheaters, they fool everywhere. I respect people like that. If the person now go ahead and say,
Uncle Ben, for the fact that some people don't think or say the things the way you want them to say it does not make it to be BS.
No,
Let's just be clear. So let me tell you, I have an aunt that died at 56. And because of some experience that she saw her sisters went through, she said, "This is what you people call marriage. I don't want to be married." Do you know that 2 years before she died, she was lamenting. Marriage was not in her eye. Like, she was strong advocate against marriage. If you talk to her against marriage, if you like, you should be her father. She will insult you. The only person that has not chopped insult from Auntie Tebita is my grandfather and my grandmother. Those are the only people that didn't chop insult from her. But 2 years before she died, she was like, "Oh my God, now that she thought about the whole thing, she thinks she went the extreme. She didn't. She thinks that she should have had kids, or she should have gotten married, because now she thinks so. Things change. Some things that we want might be like, I don't want this thing." And then, have you met a pregnant woman before? You tell it. I had a cousin that had to order food for her because she was pregnant. When they took the food the next day, she said that's not what she wants. You don't want to eat that thing that day. So
It's not
things change. You might want something today and tomorrow you don't want it. And I don't think it's being stupid or being hypocritical about it. Some people go through some trauma and they go through therapy and they say, "You know what? I think I'm ready now. I think I want to date." Some people will tell you that men has come. All
okay.
men are the same. And then
All
when
right.
one man one of my girls just told me now, because of trauma, one guy came and was treating her, and she told me that the boy was a red signboard. That, bro, I'm telling you, this to make me laugh. She said that why is he being too gentle? I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "Antina, you think it looks too good to be true." Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? So that's why I'm saying sometimes people go through healing process, and the things that they say or they don't want, they begin to want it, and there's nothing wrong about it. There's really nothing wrong about it. It's just because it's not going the way that you want it to be that you think that it's BS. No, it's not. She's entitled to her own opinion. If she feels before she doesn't want to get married, and then she gets Mr. Flower Man that is treating her right, she's like, "You know what? I think I want to try this thing called love that I've been saying is fake." The same women that say men has come are the one that are paying their whole husband's bill, and they are saying men has come outside and they are doing everything. So
Okay.
for the fact that the person come out to say, "I don't want to do this, I don't think this one, I'm enjoying my singleness," and somebody comes to interrupt your singleness, and you're like, "Oh, hey, hello."
Sister Natu.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to say this, but we're still having this conversation anyway.
Yep.
The issue I think people have with her, this Ife, is the narrative of I am healthy, I have no fertility issue, but I'm gonna do surrogacy. Why? Because you have the money to pay for it.
Yes.
Good, right? But one time, I think during one of our show here, somebody said in Nigeria the price for surrogacy start from maybe 10 million naira. Is that not so?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I
10
did
million above.
okay, I did a rough estimation. I just don't say it in that last show because of the sensitive nature of the session. So I did a mental calculation. I say 10 million in dollars, based on this current exchange rate, that should be around $6,000 to $7,000. So I started asking myself, if I'm a woman, is $7,000 worth it for me to carry a child
In
for 9
Nigeria?
months? It doesn't matter, it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. No,
It
let
is.
me explain to you. Let me no.
Make I
Well,
make
Uncle
I
Ben, it's not the same thing.
please make I land. That 10 million naira is in Nigeria is still not money. 10 million naira is
To
nothing.
you,
Who are taking
sir. To
advantage
you
of the
is
poor
not.
of Nigeria? It's not money. Let's call it what it
To
is.
you is not. Uncle Ben, to you is not. To another person it is. Well, I can argue this thing from today to
No,
tomorrow. I'll drag this thing with you. To you is not, but to somebody it is.
that is the weaponization of
Somebody's whole year salary is less than 500,000. A whole
it's
year salary, and they will tell you that I'll keep you for 9 months or to 1 year, and I'll pay you 7 million. And you tell me it's not money. Please come off it, Uncle Ben.
no. In
Come off
comparison,
it.
may we talk where talk day.
No,
Let's be honest.
no. I'm
10
sorry.
million naira for somebody who is struggling, that is taking advantage of the person.
It's not. No. It's a choice.
No, it's not a
There are
choice.
people. No. There are people that take themselves. To go. Nobody coerce you to be a surrogate. People take themselves to go and register for this. They would, because some of these people pay for your house, pay for your feeding, and they get a place for you. No, sir. It's nobody. It's not a force. People will tell you, for me to go and work at the end of the year, I pay transportation. I
is
get only no. I'm just telling you, sir. For me to go, I pay transportation. I pay feeding. I pay this. This person wants to pay my food, pay my housing for 1 year. One of my friends that they did surrogacy for, he paid the lady's house rent for 2 years. He paid 2 years rent. He paid her daughter's school fees. I think he paid her around 10 million naira. That lady is very happy. She's back to take their second baby for them.
That is still exploitation in my own take anyway. Go ahead, Mr. Dayo.
I think we are deviating from the major point here.
Okay.
We are not really addressing the issue. We are like trying to like trash out. Number one, we are trying to address the main issue for why the choice for surrogacy, or if I can put it well, what is the validity for somebody to opt to do surrogacy? According to what Sister Natu said, if age factor comes in, I agree with her completely, because when you are like in your 40s, the older you become, the more I will not say the more dangerous it is. I mean, the more harder it is for you to be able to have child in a normal way. But if you're in your 20s and you're maybe early 30s, you still have the strength as a woman, you can still do it by yourself and all. But Abby in her 40s, I think she has a right to do what she wants to do. But to me, where I fought a narrative is that you don't sell it as a doctrine or as a sermon to people as if it's a trendy thing for you to do. You will personalize it for your own, because at this age, it is not really easy for me to have normal childbirth. Though you said that you don't have any issue with your fertility, you don't have any kind of issues with your womb. But from every look of things, it's like she's trying to avoid that age issues that may come with you getting a child in your 40s. She could have been successful with it and come out with, okay, because I'm in my 40s, I have decided to go and do surrogacy. Not to front it as if it's a trendy thing that you just want to do as if it's your choice. No. To her now, this is not a choice. This is just the only plausible option that she thinks she can use to get a baby. She should have said it just like that. But as for what Sister Natu was saying, Sister Natu was coming from the angle of people that are sincerely having these issues as a problem. And I can feel her pains, because people that are sincerely having this issue as a problem, some of them don't have the education or the knowledge of all these things. So the earlier they get to know about it, they can be able to prevent some of the near-called disasters that may come up with it. So I would have loved if this woman can use it to teach people, to like educate some people that see, if you are like this, it is better for you to do this. It is better for you to go this route and all. But she's not doing that. To her, she's just doing this and does not even care who are listening. 20-year-old will be listening to her now. 18-year-old may be listening to her. People in the late 20s, in their 30s, they believe to her, they may want to be following what she's saying. So that's where we have issues here. But back to the matter, to me, what she's doing is not ideal. As a social trender, as a celebrity, I don't know her status, but she's supposed to be much more cautious about what she's saying in public, and she's supposed to make clarity about it. If you're at this age, this does not bother you, don't worry. If you're healthy and you are okay, please don't go this route. But as for me, because of this and this, I'm doing this. Simple as ABC. That's all. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Honey Babe, real quick, what's your take on this conversation?
I think my take is, what's the big deal? There's different ways to have a child, whether it's adoption, whether it's surrogacy. I mean, I have a friend of mine that had was in her 20s. She got married when she was 25, and I think they were trying for almost 5 years, to the extent they had to, her sister volunteered to be her surrogate, and now she has twins. So for me personally, I don't see what the problem is. As long as you are informed, educated, you weigh up the considerations, whether it's adoption, whether it's surrogacy, then there's no problem. But the Daya said about 20-year-olds listening to her. Anyone can listen to anybody. And if they don't have any common sense, they will take the bad out of anything. I heard everything. Let me finish, please. I heard
No,
everything that she said.
it's not
Let me,
you.
yeah,
I'm looking at the chat.
okay.
The chat
Yeah.
is.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, is that I heard what she said. There's no problem with surrogacy. It's the presentation of what she said. And I agree that she needs to educate herself, educate her followers properly and talk about the good and the bad. But for me, in terms of surrogacy as an option to have a child, I have no problem with it. The issue is a lot of people that are propounding to have issues with it are not educated enough to understand what surrogacy is all about. Those are the ones that are pushing back regarding surrogacy. My issue is that you as an individual should educate yourself, understand the psychology and the implications. People that do surrogacy in the West, me, I don't know for Nigeria. Far as I'm concerned, they have terms of agreements. They do psychological assessments to make sure that the person knows exactly what they're putting themselves into. So I think being taken advantage, maybe in Nigeria, because I don't know how it works there. But I think surrogacy as an option, there's nothing wrong with it. She needs to go back. And I always say this, that when you're a YouTuber, you have a responsibility that any subject matter that you put onto your platform, you are responsible for how you present it. And for me, you're supposed to present a balanced view of any subject matter rather than just doing a biased view. And you need to talk about the pros and cons of anything that you put on your platform. That's what I have to say.
Right. Thank you, honey babe. You nailed it. Dr. Adana, how you doing, my sister? Welcome to the conversation, sister.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We can
Hey,
hear you.
sis, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Hi, is everyone? Brother Dyers, Simbi, thank you for all the good work. Uncle Ben, I have been listening.
You're
It's a
welcome.
hectic week
Miss
for
you.
me. So, but I always listened in everything. But this is a good topic. I love everything Sister Natu said. A big shout out to her. I'm so proud of her telling her story for our audience listening. Please, everything she said makes sense. She nailed it right on. Now let's start by this video you just played. Now I don't know about Africa, Nigeria. I am speaking from the diaspora. Any opinion I'm going to have is based on from where I am. I don't know anything about Europe. Is based on the United States.
Okay.
Now, to have a surrogacy here in the United States is expensive, just like Sister Natsu said. So, in regards to her video, this is my thing. This is my take. Her body, her choice. We need to learn to respect people's choices. And it's up to her. If she doesn't want to tell you her story, it's called a medical record for a reason. She doesn't have the right to share anything with any one of us. Whatever public figure she may be, you need to see her as a human being first. Just like Honey Babe said, go educate yourself. Stop coming to all this platform like public space like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok to get your medical information. That is where you get misguided. Nobody knows your body better than your own primary care physician, your gynecologist, your obstetrician. And if you are going through a hard time trying to take in, my heart goes out with you. But what she said, the way she said it, whatever followers she has behind her, young girls, anything, please. I always tell my children this thing. No matter where you get your information from, please learn one thing: to have a mind of your own. Go do your research and make decision based on what suits you, not what that person says, including me, your mom. If I give you an advice and you see that mommy's advice is not going to make sense to you, tweak it, go evaluate whatever mommy say, and visit, lay down your plans. Then you see where mommy's information come in. I want to repeat this thing. We need to allow women to make the choice of what they want to do with their body. Do you know what it takes to carry a child, a baby? Do you know what it takes? It takes a whole lot. If so long as her partner, who is her husband, is okay with it, I don't have a. Why should I have a problem with it? Why should it bother me? So first, we need to learn this, that having a surrogacy is not cheap. Is not cheap at all. I want to say this, it's not cheap. And for young girls who will listen to this and say, "Oh, I want to do the same thing," or "want to do," good luck to you. But this is what I want to say to every young lady listening to this: is do what is good for your body, not what you see someone saying on the internet, because nobody knows your body best than you. So, Uncle Ben, at the end of the day, her body, her choice. That's what I stand with. Thank you, sir.
Good point. Good point, my Dr. Adama. You're welcome, my sister. Thank you. All right, Sissy, over to you. Shout out to Man of Prestige. I'm starting all these comments so that we can read all of them before we leave here. I was gonna do two shows today. Go to Ifunaya's story and review some of the comment, but this surrogacy things has kind of taken over now. And I don't think we'll be able to do that. Maybe I'll move that to tomorrow. But let's go on. Cece, over to you, my sister.
And hey, Raw fam. Hey, everyone on the panel. Happy Friday. Just quickly for myself, personally, I don't.
Cece in the building.
Cece, is that you?
It's me, Dr. A. How are you?
Why is Cece giving us bedroom voice? Why is Cece giving us bedroom voice?
No, Cece,
Exactly.
this one you're giving us is Oga around.
No.
Okay, Cece, speak to us. Speak to us, Cece.
It's obvious. You don't to ask.
He's gone out. I'm doing my bedroom voice. Please leave me alone. Back to the topic. Personally, for me, I couldn't give a damn. Do as you wish with your womb. My own personal issue is people that come out and are not. They don't know how to read the room. This Ife, she's saying this as an influencer. She's saying this. She has a certain level of money. She has a certain amount of money in her bank account. She has the accessibility and the means to do surrogacy with her healthy womb, right? As her choice. The same audience that she's sitting in front of and putting this narrative out to, are they on your level? Are they able to also enjoy this doing surrogacy, like you're going into the shop and deciding, oh, today I don't want to wear blue pants, I'll wear red pants? The audience that she's projecting this message to, they're not in the same financial level as you are. So to me, that's where I feel like you have a duty of care to these people to be open and upfront. If you say you want to do surrogacy, you're fine, you're healthy, fantastic. But also say, I'm doing this. You need to have a caveat there that says, I'm able to do this because I can afford to do this as a Nigerian in Nigeria. This is not the same. Not every single person watching my platform or listening to this message who's watching this in Nigeria today, where people are saying the cost of food is God knows, a bag of rice is God knows, and people are starving and people can't feed themselves. And you're standing there saying, oh, I want to do surrogacies. And most times, I know people who have tried to do surrogacy. It doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. That person still has to carry the baby like he would have carried the baby. They still have issues. They could have a miscarriage. So many complications can still happen. So it's not even guaranteed as well. But you, just because you're privileged and you have the means, doesn't mean you should stand on a pulpit and start preaching to the masses that can't relate with what you're talking about. It's insensitive, and to me, it's irresponsible. That's the issue I have with people that come and make these nonsense claims. If you claim you're healthy, you claim you're fine, your womb is fantastic, auntie, go do surrogacy, bring out the baby, nobody will ask you any questions. You don't need to stand and make content and talk for audiences that cannot relate to what you're going through. I think it's unfair. And like I said, it's irresponsible. And it's also very selfish, and it's not reading the room. The people that are watching her platform and her channel are mostly in Nigeria. They cannot afford, and people keep on saying egg freezing, egg freezing. We keep talking about egg freezing. Egg freezing is not freaking cheap. It's not cheap. Even me, who has a good job and works in the UK, I wouldn't even do egg freezing, to be honest. Because the time that you should be doing egg freezing is in your 20s. In your 30s, they're already saying your egg quality is not even that good. Your percentage of these eggs being viable and able to produce good, healthy babies is dwindling every month. So realistically, if my daughter is 22 in a few weeks' time, just 22, she hasn't got her first job. She hasn't started earning money. like proper money. You do egg freezing. Okay, you'll go and do egg freezing. That egg freezing to deposit and take out eggs is like £5,000-6,000 one time. To go and store those eggs, we say we throw these things out. Oh, everybody do egg freezing. It's like the new trending thing to say and throw out into the masses. We're not talking about the implications. You understand that you need to educate people on maintaining those eggs and keeping them frozen and incubated for the period of time that you're going to. So if you're in your 20s now, you don't have those means. Realistically, most people cannot afford to freeze eggs and keep them in their 20s. Where's the money coming from? Where? In the UK.
And Cece, can I just
from?
put a caveat on what you're saying?
Yeah.
And not just egg freezing. After freezing those eggs, it is not guaranteed that when you want to use those eggs, you may freeze, for instance, 10. Out of this 10.
Thank you. My friend did egg freezing.
One or so, if you're lucky, might be good.
My friend did
all of them may go bad.
My friend did egg freezing in her 30s, right? She was working in finance and she was, this is when it was trending. She didn't get married until she was like 37. They now decided she started having problems. She had like fibroids and all these other things that was happening. So they said, okay, let's try IVF, because they said after 6 months, we're going to just start doing IVF. Do you know that not a single egg that they retrieved from her was viable when they thawed them? So really and truly, what are we really talking about? We're singing about egg freezing. No, the message shouldn't be about egg freezing. The message should be, if you are ready and you want to have a child, the quicker you do it, the better for you. That should be the message we should be pushing, instead of pushing these tactics that delay. And then the guarantee, your percentage, and when you really do your research, even when they defrost and do all this IVF, you still need money for the IVF. You still need money to transfer these things. You still need money to. So it's the way that people are talking. Oh, egg freezing. It's not cheap. The maintenance and the anguish and all the stuff you have to go on to. Somebody like Ife should use this opportunity to educate the people that she's talking to. The fact that she can afford to do something, fantastic. Go and do it. But be mindful that your audience that you're projecting this message to, they're not able to do that, and they will never be able to do that. So don't encourage people to do things that is only for a 1% of people can reach that, and then you're standing on your platform and saying, oh, you have a healthy womb, you have this, you're only doing it because it's your choice. I think it's irresponsible, and she shouldn't be out here. But personally, for me, I blame medical professionals that allow this nonsense. If you're healthy and you're fine, you have a womb, you have a vagina, you have ovaries, and you have a uterus for a reason. You don't want to use it, that's your prerogative. But for you to opt to do something that really, it's like, this is just my personal choice, like women who opt to do C-section when they don't actually need to. Why? You're putting your body through unnecessary strain, like in the UK, putting a whole lot of strain on our NHS, because here we don't pay for these things, when you're perfectly fine, because you just don't want to push out a baby from your V. You don't want to get bigger. Maybe this is why people are opting for surrogacy or whatever they're opting for. Because if you're healthy and you're fine, what really is the reason for doing this? Unless you just want to flex on people. It doesn't make sense to me. That's just my opinion.
Oh, Ben, real quick, sorry. Cece, I get what you're saying, but I want to push back a little bit. Sometimes when people go through experiences and share it, when people share stuff, it's not for everybody. So if someone is sharing information that you hear and it's not for you, look the other way. That's number one. Number two, I will still advocate for egg freezing because of what I've been through. And I'm not going to advocate for anybody that's desiring to have a child to have kids early and when they're not together with the right person. And I'm not going to tell you that, because some people don't know how to balance stuff. So because they want children, they'll be chasing men around to see who they can get, and you end up with the wrong person because you want. I have a friend that's going through hell now just because she wants to have kids early. She got with somebody, have kids, and this guy is making her life a living hell. So I'm not going to advocate for that. I'm going to advocate for people that if you desire to have kids and the right person come, please. But if the right person does not come, you got to do what you got to do. There's nothing wrong with egg freezing. I don't want us to demonize or make you feel like, oh, if it's expensive. And if you listen to what I said in the beginning, I said, if you have the ability to, please do. That's what I said. If you have the ability to, please do. A lot of jobs now with health insurance offer X reason. If your job offers, why not? My friend has been sitting on a job that's offering it for 5 years and she didn't even take another until last year. So if you have a job that offers it, why not? If you have the money, I think you want to save your money and use it for, why not? Not every information is for everybody. If I'm telling you about something and you feel it's not for you, please, by all means. But you're not going to tell me that, oh, no, this is not the right thing to tell people because no. Because of what I've been through, I'll not want somebody to go through. Do you know what it means to sit and be injecting yourself just because you're trying to? In my entire existence, if you ever tell me that I will be above 30 without kid, I will never believe you. I'll be 43 this year. I've never seen it coming. I never envisioned that it's going to happen. Some things are things that we don't plan. These things just happen. There are people that have Dr. Dana, what's the word that they use? Unexplained or something fertility? Like they just can't figure out what the issue is. There's some things that just come, you don't even know where it's coming from. You can't even say it. I remember one time I went for one of the IVF sessions that I went. The doctor just went and did a scan and he just told me, you're like, you need a surgery. Go and wipe those fibroids in your stomach before I do anything. I don't have time. Did I ever think I'll have fibroids? No. If you see them, you're going to be like, one person is carrying all this one. Some things we don't plan for. But if it happens, what are you going to do? And I tell people, if you have the money, please, by all means, do egg freezing. Even the IVF that we're doing, so people might not be me do for and never be successful. So sometimes it might be, it might not be, but nobody's going to tell me that, oh, you should not. Let me try. At least I've tried now and I know it didn't happen. So I'll tell you that I've tried. But somebody come and tell me that, oh, don't try IVF because it's not biblical or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, it's true. And I'll be waiting. No. I'd rather go try. And like, you know what? I tried for that. Now I can sit and tell the story. After I didn't work. I would rather freeze egg. And maybe at the end of the day, if it didn't work out, like, at least I tried my best. I'm not even doing it at all.
Thank you, sister.
Everything that you said, but I think you're taking it in your personal story and your own route. I've just said a lot of the time we keep on hearing egg freezing out there for everybody, but realistically, it's also medically told.
It's not for everybody. That's what I said. It's not for everybody. If one person goes on and singing, the song is not for everybody.
No, I'm saying most people are hearing about egg freezing. And if you don't have a child and you want to have a child, then that message is for you. But most of the time, medical professionals say you should have and freeze your eggs. Your egg quality is best in your 20s. And I said, how many 20-year-olds in that age of when your egg quality is at its best potential, how many of them can afford to do egg freezing? That's why I asked. I said, so realistically, most people in that ripe, perfect age bracket, they can't afford to do egg freezing, right? So then if you whittle that down to the audience that this Ife lady is preaching egg freezing and preaching all these things to, in terms of their monetary level, they are not even on that level financially ever.
The 1% that is for, let them take it.
No, but
the 1% that is for, let them take it.
What you miss,
okay.
Sisi, I think what you miss, your misunderstanding, or if I can understand what Sister, I think I get what Sister Nat to say. The message, and that's what I just said. The message is not for everyone. If it doesn't work for you and you're her follower and you want to go, it doesn't work for you. It's just like people following Ina Ido and all these celebrities. You have a lot. Most of her followers can't even afford the lifestyle she lives. A lot of them.
Doctor,
so you go by what works for you.
So why is she
and I
preaching
support
the
what
message
Nati
then?
said.
Bro, Ben, even on your platform, we argue with you. There are some things that you say that we don't agree with. Are we still not here? Are we
Please
still
don't
not
start.
here?
So let's not start with his traditional stuff because if you start again,
Are we still not here? We're still here.
Doctor, it's not like that. It's not like that. I think what we're looking here is simple.
Not preaching to the 1%. The majority of her followers in the tax bracket of cannot afford to feed yourself. So your message is irresponsible because if I'm standing on a pulpit and I'm saying, oh my God, I should be living the rich life, and I know that the audience that I'm preaching that message to are struggling to feed themselves, that is highly irresponsible of me. That's all I said. She wants the message to be for her 1%. Set up another platform and do it as a thing where you pay to get that information, and people that can afford to listen to that message will find the means and pay, and then preach the message to those people. I'm saying that her audience that she's projecting these messages to, financially, they can't relate. They will never be able to relate, and they won't be able on the same level. So we can't say, the 1% that will get the message. She's not preaching to the 1%. She's preaching to the 99%. That's the problem. So that's just my...
All right.
The thing is, as a YouTuber, I agree with Cece. You have a responsibility. The same way with you, but Brother Ben, you have responsibility. Any subject matter that you talk on this platform, you have a responsibility to be able to talk about it and have a balanced opinion, the pros and the cons. That is what you do when you decided to become to be speaking in this media, social media streets. And I think for me, I don't have a problem with surrogacy. It's another means to have a baby. But I think the issue is that you have to have a balance and be realistic about the issues. I had an emergency C-section with my second child. It was traumatic. And I'm going to be honest, that put me off having any more children because it was traumatic. So what I'm saying is,
let's make just to finish. And I also said that if she wants to preach that message and she wants it to hit her 1% audience, right? She should caveat that message to say, I am in a privileged position to be able to afford this.
I get you.
Not everybody watching me on my platform is able to afford this. I can do this because I
But you chose to follow her. How is that her business? You chose to follow her.
No. If you're in a position of, if you're a YouTuber, you are in a position where you need to be careful what you say. You can't say.
Let Sissy finish first.
You can't say anything. There has to be a disclaimer.
Her channel is not a fertility, like her fertility YouTube channel. I'm following you for fashion and for looks and for you doing podcasting. If you choose to talk about a topic that is outside of that, and I'm your audience member and I happen to follow it, I've caught that message. But I'm just saying, if we're talking about her using and being responsible on her platform and the information she's putting out there, then she should caveat that and say these things. That is what a responsible person who has the understanding to be able to read the room to understand that not everybody watching me can afford this. That's why I said her message was irresponsible, because the 99% of people that are watching her can't afford to do surrogacy, cannot afford to do egg freezing, and she's talking like they can. That's just my issue.
Because you're following me and I am driving a Lamborghini and you can't afford a Lamborghini. How is that my problem?
I don't think she gets it. There's many people that talk about health issues. They're not qualified. I know a lot of YouTubers that be talking about one health issue. They always have a caveat and a disclaimer. I am not a professional health. Go and speak to your doctor.
Financial advice. I'm not financial advice. I'm giving you advice. I'm just saying she should caveat that to be responsible. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. The one thing I just noticed that is missing in all of this is the fact is this. We are not saying it's not okay for her to preach surrogacy, and we are not against surrogacy. We are just saying the way she puts the message across, that is the issue. When she said, I played the video, I don't know, maybe others didn't say it, but I played the video earlier. When she said, oh, I'm healthy, my womb is good, I'm okay, but I'm still going to have my baby through surrogacy. Nothing anybody can do about that. Just the way she go about it. Look, Sister Natu said it herself here. This lady, I think, how old is she now? 44 or 45 or something. And we all here, we are not babies. We know pregnancy after 40 is risky. Fine. I won't even take it, just like the caveat CC is preaching. If she has said, the thing is, well, I'm choosing to do surrogacy. There's a lot of risk when you have baby at 40, 45. It makes sense. Your audience understand it. I'm looking at her this thing now, her Instagram. How many followers she got? She got almost 1 million followers, 837,000 followers. And I bet you that 837,000 followers, about 600,000 of them are poor Nigerians. They are poor Nigerians who are just following her from Nigeria. So just again, like Honey Baby is saying, when you own a platform, you have to put caveat. You have to like let people know that, okay, this is what is going on. This is where I'm coming from. Don't just grab Mark and just talk. The way she behaved now is the same problem we have with our Nigerian pastors. When they grab Mike, they start talking. Some of them stop referring to the Bible. Some of them will tell you, when I do my miracle, you want to try my miracle. When I do my miracle, I heal you completely. Like, what the F?
Ben, let me tell you, I will call you out now because even you, I remember there was a time we dragged you. Let me tell you, people are not perfect. People are human. I know I understand what the point that you guys are trying to make about the way she made her statement because of the platform she has. I think it was either a week ago or 2 weeks ago, there was something that you said, and I think it's going to be either Honey Bay or Cece that said to you, they're like, Ben, you know this is YouTube. There are some things that rhetoric that you're putting out there and people are following, young people are following you. You have to watch. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I
Yes.
understand what you're saying, but things like this, sometimes there's possibility of it slipping out. You might sometimes think that you're helping people with information and people might take it the wrong way. That's just the fact. So will it happen 1 or 2 times? You're going to get that. Even you are falling that pit before. On this
Okay,
same platform. People all we have pulled you, dragged you, we came back the next day.
Uncle Ben is doing a live. The difference with hers is she's pre-recorded this. She's had time to edit it. She's had
No, I
time
don't
to
want us to make excuses. Let's just be
post
honest.
it and send it
No,
out like that. So there's a big
unfortunately, I'm not buying it.
There's a big
No,
difference.
Sisi, can I say something? Sisi, I respect your opinion. You're one person when you speak and giving your background of. Let me tell you, your opinion. Everybody's opinion makes sense, but this is one thing. The warning I think I have with our people. When you listen to something, have a brain of your own. There's something called common sense. I don't care where you're listening from, how you're listening, how you're going to digest that information. At the end of the day, evaluate that information and see how that plays a role in your life. And like I said, when I make my statement, it is her body, her choice. You don't have to like it. She's a
But Sister
human,
Latanya, we're
and
not
the way
saying
she
that.
put hold, let me finish. The what she said is big. All the only thing I have a problem with when she said this, and that's why when we discuss stuff, I come in. If you see me on any platform, you have to put out this warning. This is not a medical advice because I've been on a live and people come in and start asking me information medically. You cannot give medical advice on any social media platform, period. Because you know why? And I'm going to stand with Cece on that and Honey Babe because you mislead people. People don't have common sense. I'm sorry to say it. They are the what Africans are one of the worst people to advise because when you tell them A, they'll go do A, B, C, D,
You are
and they'll
correct.
say
You
this
are
is
correct.
what you said, and they forget
You are
that
correct.
I'm saying something based on my own body. My body and yours is not the same. Even if we're born the same day from the same mom, we don't have the same body. So at the end of the day, the mistake she made was she should have said this before I make this statement. This is not a medical advice for anyone. And I'm just saying this because I'm trying to have a conversation with my audience. This works for me. Yes, I see where Cece because when Cece comes to talk, she puts on the high chair, and I love that. You speak from a professional. She is wrong on that. Other than that, not giving that disclaimer, everything else she said, I do not have a problem with it because I'm looking at it from a medical point of view as well. Because guess what?
Okay,
It's her body and it's her choice.
that's it. It's okay. We all get it. I just have one question, Dr. Adama.
Yes,
When
sir.
when people feel like a message is wrong, should they call it out or just let it go because it's their choice?
When people feel, say that again, sir.
When people put out a message,
Mm-hmm.
especially content creators,
Yes, sir.
podcasters, newscasters, journalists, politicians, and the like, people with public platform, when they say something that sounds insensitive, should other people call it out or they should just let it go? Because it's their platform, it's their choice. What they say is what they say.
Mhm. Okay, so let me say this to you, Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
When you come here and you wear your hat of minister of tradition and culture, I don't have to like it. But I stay on this platform and have the conversation with you and do a pushback with you because I love having conversation with you. Because I have come to understand a lot of our men who think from the way you think. So apply the same thing to her. When she said what
You
she
didn't
said,
answer the question right now, Dr. Adama. You're
I
not.
am answering the question. The question I'm
On this
answering
politician.
is there's nothing insensitive about what
Pause
she said.
class.
It's her
That is
story, is what
you.
she's going through.
That
She
is
has the right to speak however she feels.
that is to you, Dr. Adama. There is nothing
Does she? What you're
in
saying? Does she
what.
need to come out and say that? Is that what you're asking me?
No, 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 no.
No, no,
We are
no.
to improve, right? I said if somebody who owns a platform, because that's the danger with all this platform thing. Now we are saying almost the same thing here. If somebody owns a platform and they say something that come across as insensitive or maybe inflammatory or whichever way, should people call it out that no, this is wrong, it doesn't sound right, or
No, people have a
just
right. People
let
have a
them go?
right.
Okay, we should just let them go and say, oh,
No, Uncle Ben, that's not what I'm saying. Let
come
me finish what I want to say.
here.
People have a right to drag her, just like we drag you.
Okay.
People
Thank
have a
you.
right if they listen to you and they don't agree with what you're saying, I am saying, Cece is saying, Natu is saying, Honey Baby is saying, they go to the comment section and say, no, I don't agree with Cece. I don't agree with what Dr. Dama is saying. I don't agree with Uncle Ben. Yes, I agree with you on that fact. People have a right to not agree and drag her for as long as they
Okay.
want to. They
Thank
do have that right.
That is what just happened here. The way she come off, even on her platform, all her 830 something thousand, majority of them, they call her, they drag nonsense out of her. And then she made this second video you see on the screen now. And when she made the second video, instead of addressing the insensitivity in the statement she made earlier, she went further to make it worse without taking no accountability. And that's why I'm just saying that we get it. The issue of surrogacy is something that is everybody's choice. It's okay. I said it when I started this show. If I am married,
Uncle Ben, please, before you go further, read the comment section. What one of your
I don't know.
I think it's Bumi.
she said, boss, you've been insensitive to me a couple of times.
Oh, that's
About Sophia.
That's beef. No, that's what we're talking about, you know. But the point is,
Comments
okay,
for you, sir. Okay.
did I come out here the other day and say I apologize to Bflex?
But
Because
boss, you not apologize to CBO. Only
why?
big flex. Me too, I was hot.
I love you.
I was
love
hot.
you.
Simbi, no vex, yeah. Maybe no vex.
That I have to apologize. Don't apologize to her.
Let the dragging begin.
We've not dragged anything. Don't mind this girl. So all I'm saying is this: she did this second video, and I think MOP put it in the chat earlier. Said she did this second video to address the first video, and then she made it worse. That's what we're saying. It's not about the surrogacy in itself; it's how she presented it. Like, you know, okay. I don't want to bear the pain of child by anything. Let me just get somebody. I pay you. You carry it for me. Honestly, and that's why I was talking about the fact that 10 million naira is actually not a big money if you want to look at it. But
Uncle
we
Ben,
not,
you're talking from a place of privilege. It is a big money, I repeat again. And I'll argue
Uncle
this
Ben,
for you from now till next year.
because we
Uncle
have
Ben,
Hold on, Uncle Ben, can you call that amount you just called again? How much million?
10 million naira. It's not big money. It's big
It
What
is
is
money.
big
that?
money.
What is that in dollars?
it's a
It is big
life-changing money
money.
in Nigeria.
Uncle Ben, please send it to my account, sir. God bless you. Send it to my account, Biko.
Not what is that in pound? What is that in dollars?
In dollars is like around $5,000.
How
No,
much
it's
is it?
about
Six, around six.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not a big money.
It's big money.
It's
Uncle
only
Ben, no, it is big money.
Money in Nigeria
Big
is
money.
it's not really big money in terms of people abroad.
It is a big
Think
money,
about
Uncle
what
Ben. It is.
Let me. So you people are not understanding this thing, right, Uncle Ben? Uncle Ben.
Let
See
us
this surrogacy thing.
when
It's
we
the
are
same thing with the person that wants to cook and say that I'm busy and I'm tired, I don't have time. I'd rather pay somebody to come and cook this food and I'll just collect it.
Sister Nat, let me ask this question. No verse, I beg, no verse. Make I ask this question real quick.
Shoot.
All right. If somebody is paid 10 million naira for surrogacy,
Mhm.
at the point of childbirth, she died in the labor room. So that 10 million is what her life? Is that what we are saying?
So let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Nobody dragged her. Nobody dragged her to go and do that thing. If I'm earning 5, and let me tell you, they don't take sickly people to go and do that thing. You go through an entire process for you to qualify. You don't wake up and go and say, I'll carry somebody. That's not how it works, sir. That's number one. No, that's number one. Number two, people sign up, people stay on the queue to qualify for this thing, to do it for people. If you are collecting 50,000 naira salary a month, in a year, your salary is 500,000, and somebody comes to say, I'll pay 7 million. 7 million. Please, I'm putting resignation. I said, my friend, the person that carried their baby, they paid 10M. The woman is back and tell them they want her to carry the second one, she will carry. They didn't ask her. She came to tell them if they want to go for a second one, she will carry. They don't. Nobody is coerced to do that in nowhere, because there's a law.
To answer your
sign
question, Sister Natsu, I think the question is asking is that if you pay that money and something happens to the surrogacy and the baby,
it's not. If you
lose the money.
Adama, if you sign up to be a driver and you have an accident and die, is being a driver worth your life?
No.
I'm just asking.
But the question he asked, he said, if Uncle Ben, if I understand your question, are you saying if anything happens to the mom and the surrogacy during delivery, like let's say both, are you saying when both of them doesn't make it, are you asking if that money
he's saying if the mother does not make it, is it worth her life? Nobody is signing for you to go and pay. Nobody, even the people that enter that India plane, do you think they know that they will not make it to the next country? No.
£6,000 is not life-changing money.
It's not worth your life, but people sign up for it regardless.
But the thing is, Sister Natu, is that even me, I could have deleted having my second child. Obviously, he's worth it, and I love him. But what I'm trying to say, even without the surrogacy, any woman is pregnant, they're risking their life. Isn't it worth it? You're not making sense, Brother Ben. Even us as mothers, we know
your question is not making sense.
We know what we go through to become pregnant. We know what we go through to be in labor. I had an emergency C-section because of I was in danger of me deleting and my unborn child. Since that C-section, I refused to have another child because of the trauma. Supposing that obviously I'm too well to have a child, but me, if I was still younger, I would do surrogacy.
That's fine, honey babe. We all
fine with you, Uncle Ben. Stop playing.
No. I've already made myself clear. The part that is with me is, I'm coming, sir. It's just like the way Mario put it on the screen right now. She's trivializing a serious process. You guys are I think we are just too much into our emotions that we're not
getting the point.
You're not getting the point because you've never been pregnant. So you can't say that you're a man. You don't understand what we go through.
No, honey babe, wait. The point we are making, you are not getting the point, my dear. I'm sorry. Go and watch the video again. I will still play the video again. It's the way she just threw the surrogacy out there and see, no, my body is perfect. My womb is perfect. I'm healthier. I can carry baby, but I'm not carrying. I'll just do surrogacy. That's what I have problem with. That's what
I agree with you because you heard what I said earlier. I don't agree with her message because it's not balanced.
Hold on, honey babe. Sorry. If we say it's fine, will you be okay, honey babe? If somebody tell you, honey babe, let me pay you £6,000, come and carry this baby for me. Is it okay for you? If somebody say it, the way I just put it nonchalantly now, honey babe, can I pay you £6,000, come and carry baby for my wife? Would you like that?
Number one,
nobody does that.
Let me land. Most people don't talk like that. Most people have a problem, and the sister will offer to be a surrogate, as in my friend's case.
Only babe, you're a sharp babe. You're a sharp babe.
You understand? So that conversation will never come up.
Okay,
you understand what I'm saying? Your scenario, it don't make sense.
That's the point where
Uncle Ben, stop.
It doesn't make sense what you're saying. Most people, you're in a family, you have a challenge in. And most people that are surrogates are family friends or someone that knows something, and they will now offer. It's not like saying, can I have a beer? No, it's not like that. It's not like that. So the scenario doesn't make sense.
Mr. Dyer.
Let me land, please. Then you do your own.
See,
All right.
Let me land, brother,
Let's
before
finish.
you do your own, please.
Go on, honey,
What I'm
babe.
saying to you is that what I'm saying to you is that anyone that offers to be a surrogate, they have decided to do it out of the goodness of their heart. They are paid because the inconvenience of being pregnant, whether it's medical bills, whether it's a lump sum when they deliver, because you're risking your life. Carrying a child is not easy. You understand what I'm saying? So you're trivializing the situation by saying that, why would oh, honey babe, can you carry my child? They're trivializing the whole issue. No one would say that to me.
Okay, hold on, honey babe. Hold on, please.
Uncle Ben, please. I just want to, there's somebody that put something in the comments, please.
No, please. Mr. Dio, I will come to you. Just hold on, honey babe. Listen to this, honey babe.
On my case.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Just listen.
I just don't want to use it. I don't want to use my. No woman should attempt surrogacy except she no longer has a womb or for some reason she's unable to have children. Lies. Quick backstory. The other day I did a post and said, if you're over 30, you're single and you want to have children in future, please freeze your eggs and every other thing I said. Internet people came for me. They said, Ife, people are poor. There's poverty in the land. Not many people can afford it. Even after I had said, this thing is expensive. Okay, listen, I'm about to trigger the internet people again. If you're a woman, you have no fertility complications, you can carry a child to term, and you decide by yourself that you don't want to do that and you want to use a surrogate instead, your decisions are valid. You don't owe anybody any medical report, apology, or an explanation. Let's make the story personal here. I have a womb. I don't have any fertility complications. I'm perfectly healthy, but I'm still going to use a surrogate. I know.
Stop the cap, because she couldn't be. Honey babe,
my thing is that I'm not disrespect. You are not a female, so I'm gonna be honest. You shouldn't even have any say in this subject because it's a woman's body. Personally, for me, if that's her choice, big up to her. I'm just telling you that I had a C-section. I know what I went through. I know what my body went through. Let me land. And if I decided that I wanted another child and I had the money, I would do surrogacy. If you like, throw me. I don't send you. I don't care.
We all agree with that.
Uncle Ben, please.
Honey babe, because
Uncle
I'm gonna.
Ben, please.
Uncle
Ben, please. I have to say something.
Just to finish with you on this topic, my sister.
Okay.
You have no issue with what she said. You don't see anything
because I believe in a full-grown adult making choices for themselves, and I've noticed on this platform, even if I don't have to agree with her choice, but I have to respect it because in the West, it's about you are allowed to make choices, even if I don't agree with it, as long as you're not harming me. And I don't agree with it, but I respect her choice. Let her do it. Does that answer your question?
Thank you. No, it's okay. At least you express yourself. All right, Mr. Dio, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. See, all of us have been saying something from our own emotional perspective, and I really appreciate that. But the fact of the matter is this. Whatever she decides to do, according to what Dr. Adama said, it's her body, it's her choice. But what we are talking about here is there are some decisions that you make personally by yourself that you are not supposed to share it even to your next neighbor, because it will connote a wrong reaction from them. And such an example is the one that she just did. She was actually trying to chase clout because she came back to respond to a previous video with another way of statements. To me, the matter here is this. We have talked about everything. We have talked about all these other options to having babies and all. But what I want all of us to realize is that no procedure, no process is completely 100% safe. It's a 50-50 chance of error in every one of these processes. Even normal childbirth, it's a 50-50% chance of error. So what we all hope for is for the best. The fact that you want to do surrogacy is not a 100% guarantee that it will be successful. You want to do IVF is not a 100% guarantee that it will be successful. You want to freeze your egg, it's not a 100% guarantee that it will be successful. All these things have 50-50 chances of working out or not working out. So we should be like mindful of that. Where we started from was the way she presented the thing, as if it is a normal option, like somebody that's having now. For instance, now a man that's having low sperm count, then it's okay. You can go and meet doctor. They will give you some medicine, put you or some drugs to boost your sperm, and then by the time they now boost your sperm, they now try to take it out and then inject it into your wife's womb to be able to fertilize and all, or maybe they take it out and do IVF and all. But that is a solution. But what really prompted that solution was because there is a fault, there's a medical issue here. I cannot understand why somebody that is 100% healthy and 2 is perfectly okay, and they are in their prime, and they now choose to go and say they want to do IVF or do something else. Yes, it is their choice, because I've seen a woman before. This one happened to me over 20 years ago. I was in a cab and the woman was in it beside me. In those days, when you can still take cab with people inside Lagos, she was talking to her friend on the phone, and what she said really shocked me. She said she has had 3 babies, and all her babies she had them through through C-section. And the reason why she was having it was because she has a business that she must attend to, that she does not want to give birth normally, that will tie her down for about 1 month. But immediately she finished her CS, 1 week after, she's already flown herself again to Dubai for her business. She has had 3 children like that. Not that she has any health issues. She just wanted and then this somebody now that have had it only once and said that she never wanted to experience it again. So whatever flows with you as a woman or as a person, please go with it. What is not good for you does not mean that it's not good for another person. So please, let us not get too carried away here, because everything does not happen to people. Like, there are some people. In fact, while I was growing up, there was a woman in my house, so short like this and so smart. She never allowed anybody to do her delivery. She will, anytime she's pregnant like this, she'll just go inside the room, deliver herself, cut the cord, and bring out the baby all by herself. This is not hearsay. I saw it myself at least twice. So everybody has their own strong and weak points. So please, when we're talking, let us try to be liberal here, because what Uncle Beno is saying is that there are some ways that you say some things that it will be as if you are preaching it. And then there are some people that are so gullible, like Nigerians now. Dr. Anonymous said it rightly. Most people on the net, they are not wise. That's why somebody will just say something on the web, and then you see a whole bunch of people rushing towards it. That's what we're trying to be against. Before it becomes a doctrine that you can always have a surrogacy, blah blah blah. It is not right like that. And to say it, 10 million naira in Nigeria today is not cheap, Uncle Ben. It is not. It is highly expensive in Nigeria as of today. Thank you.
That is because of poverty, sir. Thank you very much. You know,
Uncle Ben, you're talking from a place of privilege because you're changing from
Uncle Ben, you're being very insensitive.
Yes, very.
Bro, Uncle Ben, Allah, you don't enter trouble today.
Balling.
You know why I say I agree. If you say I'm talking from a place of privilege, I agree. And I've always said is that I give God the glory that I have the opportunity to live on the 2 sides of life, being poor and being okay. I no get money. They talk all the time. When I give me money, if I get money, I still they look for go dash me $1 million. I they also I no get money. But the thing is, if you live in America and you live in Nigeria, you will see the way they weaponize poverty to take advantage of the poor.
Uncle Ben, I'll repeat after you again. I'm sorry to interject. People doing surrogacy and carrying people's children, they are not taking advantage of. They sign up for it. Don't do that.
I agree now.
Don't do that.
Thank you, Mr.
Just like I asked Honey Babe earlier. That's they get echo from one person.
Yeah, there's echo.
Okay, maybe Sister Natu. No,
it's from you.
Somebody was on. Anyway, just like I asked Honey Babe earlier, I say, Honey Babe, if I pay you £6,000, you go do surrogacy.
Nobody says that. Nobody ever says that.
I won't do.
There are people. What I know about this surrogacy now, make I not just scatter this table. I've always
scatter. We get carpenter and standby.
I've always known about surrogacy, even when I was way younger than this. I've seen couples who have children. The husband will go and pregnate another woman outside.
That's not surrogacy.
Just wait, the woman go born, they go carry the pikin come out, like in form of adoption. I've seen wife that does not conceive that go and marry another wife for your husband. The pikin, the wife is born. It happens back in those days. We just modernize it. It's just because now you can document it that, okay, you are carrying this baby you are carrying.
It's not the same. What you're saying is not the same, Uncle Ben. That one will go and pregnant another woman and they'll carry it and give them. It's not the same. Surrogacy is your egg, is your sperm and your wife's egg that becomes an embryo and they'll put in that person. It's not the same thing, sir.
you.
Uncle Ben, no.
Not the same. There's no Kerouac. It's a
Sometimes
medical procedure.
may we not
Come
just
on, man. Let's
No,
be
there's
like
no. You are also misleading people. There's no carrying involved in surrogacy. Sometimes some people, the surrogate don't even know the person that they're carrying their baby.
Okay, let's stop right there before anybody says anything. Hold on, please. I have to put this disclaimer because we're talking about things that's let me put this disclaimer, please. This is not a medical advice for those listening to us, our viewers. This is not a medical advice. If you need any medical advice, please go seek a medical advice from your healthcare profession. We're just having a conversation at Uncle Beno's channel. Any information you get here, please do not use it. Please consult with your primary care physician before taking anything we say here. So continue, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you for that disclaimer. So what I'm just saying is that all these things have been happening back in our own society for long. The main thing that make it unique now is because in the Western world, it's been formalized. There are now labs, there are medical procedures and everything that can actually help a woman through medical procedure. They harness her egg. Oh yeah, you two bring your sperm, we jam them together, it becomes something. There has always been one form of surrogacy or the other. It's just not like the way it is right now. That's what I'm saying. But today's topic, to be honest, is not about surrogacy per se. It's just about how she delivers the message. Okay? It's not about surrogacy. It's not about the pain, the this, the that. It's just how she delivers the message. And we are having a lot of problem in our society because of how some of these sisters and brothers preach their messages. We have men now who turn up their camera and they are dishing out all kind of toxic rhetorics to young men. They will turn up their camera, they will say shit. Don't get married. They're gonna come for half of your property. You're gonna work, she's gonna do this.
Simon is about to do that.
Then now we have all this young boy moving up and down now. They don't want to get married. They look at girls now like they are opportunists. You know, so that's just my own point. Just like when we used to have, I remember when this feminist movement was really taking place and was gaining ground. The message then was so toxic. If we call it out, they make sense. Yeah, this way. No. I'm a woman. Then what happened? As the rhetorics of that feminism things begin to teach, what happened? Men pull back. Then you have a bunch of single ladies everywhere. Single ladies everywhere. With single ladies with children, single ladies with the one day. Then people begin to realize, wait. This is not the meaning of feminism. Feminism is just about recognizing that women also have rights. Women have a voice. It's not the way you guys are going as if it's gender war. And then now, we now see other sisters coming out now, and they are fixing the message for us that, hey, I've even on this platform, I've heard many of my sisters, we hear some feminist rhetoric, and they will say, I'm not part of that shit. No, that's not what I'm saying. So the argument we have here is about how Ife said. I am not saying don't do surrogacy, your body or know your body or something. It's just that how insensitive it is, the way she threw it out there like, oh, surrogacy is just something you buy anyhow now. That's how it sounds to me. I don't know for any other person. And that is what I was arguing about.
Like she said, she has said in this thing before, she said this thing is expensive. She has said it in the earlier one. The first one, I didn't even listen to the second one. But the first one, I know she said is expensive.
It's not. Let me give you an instance. I'm just saying is this. If somebody like you address this topic, everybody go listen. Not her. This is the same girl that said, I don't want to be married. I want to be single for life. I'm enjoying my life. I'm
telling you, change is constant.
The next thing, she found a man that can tolerate her bullshit.
No, that ain't bullshit. She found a man that she loves.
No.
And the man,
She found man who is a
The fact that she's not thinking the way you are thinking is not bullshit. I'll repeat that again. Brother, you know I love you.
She found
Yeah,
a
but
man.
then you need to stop that. Just because you don't agree with her lifestyle, stop doing. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say that. It's wrong.
Shouldn't do what? Why did she come out and say I don't want to be married? How about the poor girls that
She has the right to say it, and she has the right to change it.
She's married by force. She doesn't want to get married.
I don't swear say I no go do PhD. If you see me do PhD tomorrow, come beat me.
She's
it's her choice. You need to respect people's choices.
Uncle Ben, I don't swear say I no go do PhD. If you see me doing PhD tomorrow, come and beat me. Exactly.
A man who can
Let me tell you what I will not do. I'm not going to shame people that have access to stuff and they want to do stuff for themselves, for their own benefit, and make them look like they're committing a sin. That's one thing I'm going to say. Because there's how a lot of our mothers that pied back in the day. They say you have to give birth like a Hebrew woman, don't do CS. One of my auntie told me that IVF is not biblical. I told her to go and chew ice. I told her to go and chew freaking ice because I don't care. You're not in my shoes, don't tell me that. So if people want to do stuff because they have access to it, by all means. I saw some videos going around. They say Davido and their Burna Boy, they are wasting money. Please.
That's their choice. That's their option. I don't care. But that doesn't stop.
Don't care.
Even
don't care.
Now that
Do you remember that Ola's this and Ola plays all the time? Don't care. You need to have it on your
Even now that you talk about Davido and Burna Boy, yeah, fine. It's their money. They're not saying anybody. They work for their money. They are not politicians. They not thief the money. Now I swear. But at the same time, you buying $3.2 billion supercar, flashing it out in a country where poverty is everywhere.
Not be me bring poverty come the country, please.
Wait,
no.
To say it is wrong for people to call it out. That is
yes, it is freaking wrong. Please, I work for that money. No, don't tell me that.
They shouldn't call it out. Even
they should not. Why would they call it out? Did they work for the money for them?
Okay,
let me tell you something. I will tell everybody on this platform: if you work for your money, enjoy your. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for giving yourself a treat because
Sister Natu, you are not getting the point. Natu, you are not getting the point. Let me explain something to you here. If you are working for your money and you are getting your money, nobody is against you spending your money. Spend your money, but please don't come out and flaunt it on social media for people to see. Wait, please. Let me explain this. The argument here is this: spend your money anyhow you want it, but please don't flaunt it in social media on the face of people that have not even eaten once in a day. Because what we're having in Nigeria now, that crime, that youth are now going into Yahoo and going to all these evil vices to get money, is because of this flaunting.
So okay,
you are making money. You are making your money legitimately. You are making your money legitimately. No problem. Nobody's arguing with that. You can use it to buy anything you want. No, there's no problem. But please don't come and be publishing it on social media on the face of people. Don't do that.
Sir,
you can spend your money out. Nobody But if you do that, then you are calling for people to come for you. That is the point.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Ola?
Adama, you want to go for? Please, when Mr. Dayo is speaking, his phone has this feedback. So maybe we just give a time, main talk finish, then we can talk so that we can get what he's saying. Dr. Adama, you want to do a pushback?
Yes, the pushback I have for, I'm sorry, I keep calling him Ola. Mr. Dayo is this. You say don't flaunt what you have, okay? Now, I have a question for you. Those people following your celebrities, okay? People like Kobana Chief, E-Money, and everything. So are you telling me that celebrities are the only one entitled to flaunt what they have? The average Joe like me, Natu, CC, Honey Babe, and Uncle Ben, if I'm a social media person, I'm not, and I decide that I want to post my house or whatever, or showcase what I have, how is that show off if that's what I enjoy doing?
Let me answer you direct. I will just answer you with simple answer. And my dear sister, there's nothing wrong in you making your money flaunting it. Don't get me wrong. These people, they have cars already. They have everything. Okay? At least the list of them has 3 world-class cars. Now they just bought new ones. All of them, they just bought. It's like they're doing competition within themselves. That is their own cup of tea. But what we are saying is that, have you ever seen Dangote, Otedola, all these rich, legitimate people flaunting their wealth? No, this is see, we are trying to protect our youth. Nigeria is a poor country, not because we are
Buying
poor by
private
God's
jet is flaunting your wealth, sir.
wait, I'm coming there, please. But because of the virtue of our people and our leaders, we are poor the way we are today. It's not as if as a nation we are poor, but some people have made us poor because that they kept siphoning our money within themselves. But the question now is this: why are we having a lot of crisis in Nigeria as per our youth now? The number one thing on their mind is to make money anyhow. They don't care. It is because of all these vices. That's why we are saying, please, let us try to curb this. You not flaunting your wealth in their faces will at least keep them back to know that there is dignity in hard work. But if you are flaunting it and you see all what you are just doing is just to play music, make money, and you are making live streaming, and even some of them are not, the money is not all that pure. That's why
Oh,
our youth are doing all these vices to get money. So it's not against you making your money and then living your life. No, it's about you make your money and not spoiling the youth to be tempting them to be going to do all these
uh,
evil vices. That's all.
thank you, Mr. Dayo. Please, I have to go. Let me just give my sister Chinye, uncle, and man of prestige there in the building. Sister Chinye, she had
Good
never.
afternoon. Hello, hello. My baby girl got promoted from 5th grade to middle school. So
Hey, Chinenye,
Yay!
congratulations, oh,
thank you.
Chinenye.
You have
Sister
to clap
Chi,
for
you're
the queen
Congratulations.
now.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
And
You owe us. You owe us $100, ma. You're late.
hey,
$100.
don't worry, I'll bring $100. And then on Monday, my oldest will be. Hopefully, everything will go well. He will be promoted from middle school to high school.
Oh
Praise
Wow.
wow.
the Lord.
Chinny,
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
get ready.
Congratulations.
Get ready,
Thank
Chinny.
you.
They're gonna start knocking on that door. Hello.
Hey, the way these
Thank
kids
you,
are growing is
Kuma.
so scary. They grow so fast. Well,
Yeah,
good afternoon, everybody.
yeah.
Dr. Dama, why you maramanku? Kwanu mekele.
Ndewo, ndewo,
$100 for
ndewo, ma
vernacular.
ndewo.
Yeah, so I want to highlight on two things. So, Mr. Dio, I completely see where you're coming from. I completely agree with you in terms of the way sometimes people fund their money. It's like it's doesn't mean that you cannot live a quality life. Of course, if you're living a quality life, we will look at you. We know you have money, right? But like sometimes the way people go about it is a poor man's mentality. People that are really, really wealthy, they don't say pimp. They just live their life, do their thing. If they want to celebrate, they celebrate it in a big way, but they're doing their thing because like this kind of Nigerians have this mindset. I think it's a poverty mentality. They have this mindset of peppering people, and because of that, a lot of young boys are doing so many unthinkable things. As I say, I must chop this money by force. And when they get that money, the way they'll be, you know, showing it off on parties, doing all this crazy stuff. Anyway, that's by the side. But Uncle Ben, I want to mention something, right? So
Yes,
you
yeah.
have to remember, as humans, we evolve. Um, when initially she said that she wasn't going to be married, I think she probably went through a lot of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
That there are probably some things that she's been through. She probably a couple of painful breakfasts.
They serve her
So
breakfast.
so with some of the experience that she has, how sometimes some American women would say mayonnaise,
Yeah.
so but while she went through that, she might have done some work on herself, whatever, and she got the right person into her life, and all of that mindset completely changed. So we know we can change our mind. We can agree on something, no, 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 and next 2 minutes we change our mind. So that's just how we are as humans. So we can't be crucified for that, because we evolve, we continue to evolve. But I do hear everybody's point, and there's absolutely nothing with surrogacy or someone's choice. But I guess like I would agree. After watching the video, the delivery might seem to like trivialize it for people. I know she's trying to just make a point, like, hey, I'm just saying I did mention before it's expensive, etc., etc. But me, as I did, so I go do surrogacy. I'm healthy, nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah, I understand. She might not mean any harm by saying it. She might not mean to flex, but that's how it comes off as, like, it's a way of trying to explain herself away, like, well, guys, I don't try to think there's anything wrong with me, but that's what I plan to do. Hold her. And people that do strong head, I understand that, but sometimes we have to be kind of mindful of what we say, how we deliver how we deliver stuff. So that's my own.
Thank you very much, Sister Chinye. Oh, thank God. I say I don't enter trouble as you calling today. So I'm like, you don't look good, don't look good though.
So come on, drag your blockers.
I know you want to drag my blockers.
No,
Thank you.
I took it easy on you today.
Please, I hope you are monitoring Tokemakiwa's Instagram channel, because I'm following it too. And Tokemakiwa don't drop already. I was going to share it, but
yeah, you have to share. You have to bring us up to speed.
I will bring the receipt so that Sisi can pay me my £50. Thank you, my sister Chinye.
Oh, snap. That one? Mm-hmm. Oh, the referee something. Hey.
Mm-hmm. Now, so Sisi can pay me my money.
Uncle Ben, why you so interested in £50? Nobody talk say 10 million naira is not a big deal. Just let it go. Let it go.
See, one Hennessy for you. Oh no.
Let it go.
You are forgetting. They come before Sister Natu and Stagi, let me back do. Yeah. What did I do, Sister Natu?
Sir.
What did I do?
I say one Hennessy for CB now. 10 million is not his size, no money. What I do with £50? Please go and sleep.
Collect it from Sisi.
You not collect it. There's no money. You want to collect coins.
Oh my God. Baba MOP.
I think it was a bet it was a bet. They must collect. Please.
People. Now.
Welcome, Baba. MOP, we not hear you again, no. What happened?
I didn't hear you. Can you hear me?
Sir, you're muted.
We can hear you.
I said because that thing go feedback if I don't use my earphones.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. What's going on, real fam? How are they?
Hey, MLP.
Hi, Onibe.
Today no be fine day.
Hey, Kilo Shele. What's happening? This I think now woke they worry this girl, I see it's amazing. I was listening to Natu. I thought Onibe was getting it at first, but then it looks like she went the other route again.
What do you mean by that?
I will explain.
Leave me alone, no.
I will explain. I guess it tells us how, in fact, it's a testament to how sensitive the topic is.
MOP, keep going. Leave this comment. Yeah, more
sure.
Go ahead, Baba.
Sure. It's a make I read this one. Make I read that. Now you go make them ban surrogacy last. Surrogacy is offered as a medical remedy, not because one doesn't just want to carry pregnancy or because you want to make a point and argue your point all the way down people's throats. She was arguing. She was a bit of an argument with the general public, and that's what makes the statement wrong. Mm-hmm. It's not that the content wasn't wrong. The context that the motive behind making the video is wrong.
Exactly.
And the tester and it's a testament to that fact, because I'm looking at Onibe is trying to make the point, she gets it, but she goes right back to how the experience that she had with CS. That tells you how sensitive the issue is. So she should not be trivializing it. She should not be making it as an argument point or candy point on the internet. That's the point of the conversation from what I can pick up. If she wants to advocate for surrogacy or any of those things, or freezing your egg, she should do that. Exactly. Of course she should do that. She should not come back and be telling us that some people drag me, so let me even tell you, let me even trigger you guys. That's insensitive. that means she doesn't get it. That means she's only looking for candy points. That means she can't relate with the issue, with the plight of the actual issue. She's just saying it because it sounds good. And that's not, and our track record is showing something similar. She was a feminist when it was cool. She's no longer a feminist. And when she's cool to get married and paint it all over, but she did that too. And that's what it looks like. I'm just telling you, that's why people are dragging her right now. And of course, if she's a public figure, she should not be surprised that she's getting dragged either. She should be okay with that.
Where do you want your Hennessy?
Now, water and 0 sugar ginger ale at the drink. Okay.
Oh my
Yeah. So, it was interesting to see Natu really didn't get it because that's how sensitive the topic is. That's why that's exactly why she should not be trivializing the issue.
Including Dr. Adama. Dr. Adama, my honey babe.
Dr. Adama just they give us all the disclaimer from the medical world. I said, no, that's not the topic.
Simbi and Tosin. All of that today.
I told CB in the comment, I said, CB, that's not what we're talking about. CB said, it's just that no, men should not be telling women. I said, oh God, that's not the topic. Lord help us. But yeah, that's
thank you, my MOP.
I want to say something real quick. So
Yeah.
that last comment that you showed, I disagree with the lady saying it's unethical. I don't think it's unethical. Some people can choose, like, okay, you know what? For whatever personal reasons, whether I might have a risk because of my age, or whether I don't want to go through the whole situation with pregnancy. It's okay if that's what she chooses. So I can't say it's unethical, but a lot of us would probably choose to just go through that because there's joy and feeling like, I mean, yeah, even when you go through surrogacy, that's your child. But if you don't really have any issues and you decide to go through surrogacy as well, that's also your child. But the way she just threw it around is, I don't know if that's why this person is saying it's unethical, or maybe
I
because
think
she made that choice.
I think this person is saying it's unethical because of her status. She's a big brand, and she has power in her hands to skew people in a certain direction. And considering that Nigeria and Nigerians on ground are also vulnerable, if somebody go and learn something surrogacy and they learn that they get paid and all this kind of stuff, people can decide to opt in for such business wrongfully. So I think that's where
They are doing it in Nigeria now.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
a business in Nigeria now.
But okay, can I say something? MOP, welcome. I heard everything you
Hi,
said.
Dr. Adama.
I welcome everything you say, but let me be honest. This is my own personal opinion. If I was to get pregnant again, why am I echoing back?
Okay, I think it's MOP studio, but don't worry, go ahead. MOP will mute when you want to address it.
Okay. So if I was to get pregnant again the way I did 24 years ago, I'm being honest right now. I love my 3 kids. I love them so dearly, but I do not like being pregnant. I will have someone carry for me. That's me. I have a 24. Hold on. And if we women, a survey was to be taken now, and women will be honest and it will be anonymous, you'll be shocked at how many women that will be okay for someone else carrying it for them. That fall in my I am just one that doesn't like being pregnant. It takes a lot out of me, including my own husband says, I don't like you when you're pregnant. Oh my God, you're something else. I know myself because I come close to, I'm always in the hospital, I'm dehydrated. It's always something. I'm on a progesterone shot. I can't. So if I was to do it over, like my oldest is 20 what, I will have someone carry for me. And I'm just being honest. It's not to shame people or say this thing is just the way it is for me. So, and like I said, it's her body, it's her choice. Celebrities do it here in the United States. They have people carry for them. So you don't have to come out. She doesn't have to come out and share her medical record with us. So we need to learn to let her respect. Let her respect whatever she wants to share with you guys. She wants to share it. She can share it. Was she being insensitive the way she said it? Yes, she was being insensitive. But like I said, it's her body, it's her choice.
That insensitive is discussing today. That's
No,
the,
I was just going to say
let me
that
say
I
something,
agree.
please.
Raven, MOP, sorry.
Let me say
If
something
you,
about that.
MOP, sorry. If you've ever have event and you have to, instead of you cooking by yourself, you hire somebody to go and stand by the fire and burn themselves and cook for you. You're also insensitive.
All right, let me good thank I will thank you that you interjected me, because you that example destroyed your argument, you and Dr. Adama's arguments completely, destroyed it into pieces. Let me finish. Let me finish. You see, when it becomes a matter of life and death, it creates a whole new level of conversation. We're not talking about government business.
MOP must NSC today. You must.
This is not something. This is. I know you want to do my body, my choice. I know. So, but so, but when it becomes nation building matters, it is no longer the case. Celebrity example, unfortunately, will not pass for this too, because celebrity get away with a lot of things. It's part of our system. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's just what it is. As a regular personal person, once you enter that hospital and you give birth, you give birth inside of even in your room. Once you call 911, in countries that are developed, there are certain paperwork to be filled out. You don't get to say, I don't want birth certificate for that baby. That's not how it works, right? You must document, at least somebody gave birth to a baby, something must document an increase in number of human beings or a decrease in number of human beings, right? See, this idea of birth certificate and death certificate is not something we can just roll into a conversation about my body, my choice. And that's what makes Ife's statements more ignorant, because people were correcting her and say, hey, it's not something you can just raise up your hand and say, that's what I would like it. That's not how it works.
Just buy a womb.
It's not how it works. Even kidney, somebody said kidney in the chat, even ordinary kidney, you can't just be carrying kidney around once it becomes a part of a human body, right? You can't even transport an olosho across state line just so you can quick. No, it becomes a crime once they register it with money. So it becomes another conversation. You might be right, but there's another conversation. We're entering another conversation zone, is what I'm saying.
Thank you, MOP.
Wait, MOP, but you didn't answer. What I'm trying to make you understand is, if we're to hold on, if we were to have realistic conversation and women were to say how they feel, a lot of women will have someone they will want someone to carry the baby for them. That is just the truth.
Dr. Adama, what if all women also want somebody to carry baby for them? Who go come carry for who?
I would like to not have to.
All women. I did not use the word all women. I said some women, like me. I just used myself as an example. I will want someone to carry it for me.
Let me give you my own example. I would like to not have to work a day in my life ever again in my life.
But MOP, that's not realistic, because guess what? You have to pay bill. You are like the light shining in your house.
That's the point I was making. That was the point I was making to you. You just made the point.
It's not the same thing. It's not. Okay. We need money for survivor. A child is something you get to decide whether you want it or not. That's a living being. You cannot compare whether you want to work and a human being. Those are not true. They're both different things.
But you compare to cooking.
Can I bring something in there real quick?
That cooking was a joke.
Oh, that was not true. That was not true.
That cooking was a joke. I was just joking.
All right.
Now, here is something. All these, when women are saying, oh, pregnancy is painful, delivery is painful, we get it is. But are we not trying to run away from biblical commandment?
Hey, don't leave that matter. That's what it's about C-section. Leave that
now
matter.
we carry Hebrew women. Go make you they cry. You give her like a Hebrew woman.
I never learned though.
No, go Bible side. I beg. Are you a pastor? Are you a pastor?
Make we not say which biblical direction.
I know where
problems.
you're going.
Problems.
Oh yeah. Don't even try that. I know where you're going.
Problems.
The book of Genesis. I don't know the chapter.
You see my problem with you. You're quoting Genesis. You don't know the chapter.
I know Genesis.
Uncle Ben, please. You said you are
Genesis for NSC.
Don't start basketball. I beg. Don't start basketball now. Time is going.
Somebody will help me out. In the book of Genesis, after Eve gave Adam the apple eat, and God was angry and sent them out of the Garden of Eden, God decreed in anger. God said, you men, you will till the land before you feed your family. That's why we are working our butt off today as men. We accepted. We know they complain. We are walking around the clock.
They said, Uncle Beno, they said it's not comparable. They missed it when I said it. It's okay.
Then God look at the women, the very Eve that created the whole problem. Una grandmama Eve. God now said, you inside pain, will you be delivering baby? Why do you guys want to reject what God said? It's in the book of Genesis.
And inside that pain, so people have been buying.
Book of Genesis, what chapter I beg? Somebody help me. It's there. So why are you people trying to run away from your responsibility?
If you agree that women should not run away from responsibility because the Bible says so, you should stop entering cow. You will trek from here to Nigeria.
But no one is running away from their responsibilities, because the mother will still be responsible for that child, which is not this. You already know you get picking.
Oh, your day ahead.
Yeah, you know, yeah, like, so that's not running away from responsibility.
I've already did your head.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, did your head.
Go, please. We might come back and discuss this further tomorrow, but please let me just go today.
Where you want to go? Brother, you're off today. You're not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere.
I do.
Make I exit jejely. Good to see you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay.
Where are you going?
No, we're leaving. Let Uncle go and walk. Oh, we must walk. Man must walk. We don't avoid our job.
Where are you going?
Man must walk. Man must walk.
Thank you, AJ. In the book of Genesis 3, verse, I don't even know the verse, but I know Genesis.
AJ, be like say you won't collect, Abby. Be like say you won't collect. This is they write up a comment section. Take time.
Genesis, women in pain will you deliver?
Even the men that were meant to toil the ground, are you guys turning the ground by yourself now to provide?
Uncle Ben, you want to go that route? Women are tilling the soil now. Let's not go there. How many men are going through labor pain? Let's not go there. Men cannot win this one.
You people are tilling the land because you pass your boundary. God said you should sit in your kitchen, cook for your
own. To this man. Jesus.
Anyway, good
the blood of Zachariah.
We'll drag your blockers tomorrow. Go and come back.
We go tomorrow.
I need to go take a nap, bro. I'm very stressing my head.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Uncle Dayo. I'm so sorry I got to run. Thank you very, very much, everybody. My honey babe, thank you. Dr. Adama. Dr. Adama, you are becoming the basketball chair lady now. But thank you, my sister. We love you all the time. Thank you very much. You say what, Dr. Adama?
I say love you too, sir.
Oh, thank you, ma. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Simbi, you see, Sister Natu, thank you very much, my sister. Tomorrow,
I'm not going. We are here with you today.
Okay, Sister Natu, give us final prayer. Pray for No. Now you say you are here today. Oh, yeah, give us final prayer.
Father, thank you for everything that we have heard today.
Amen.
Bless us with the ability to understand and comprehend.
Amen.
Bless us with the ability to extend grace to people.
Amen.
And let this bond that we have built on this platform continue, even with the basketballs, we're coming back together. Amen. As we go about our daily hustles, you bless us and bless the work of our hands. And Amen. People that are among us, that are hoping and praying that God will bless them. Those that have already, that God will bless them with the ability to be amazing parents in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And Brother Ben, God, please help Brother Ben. Because sometimes his mouth is giving us headache. God, please help him to guard his mouth.
No, Sister Natu. Na money prayer they follow now.
Brother Ben, I love you. Oh my goodness.
Pay for my student loan, make the cancel them.
Jonathan no cancel anything, forget her.
Oh, my cancel. Makabash lelori, he must cancel them.
That one.
I check him. I long into my father. The other, I'm like, from when to when? When did I owe all this money? I beg. Man, I help me pray because Sister Kiye say, hey, man, I be like say we pay away student loan. Thank you, Sister Natu. We love you. God bless you. Thank you very much. Simbi, I don't want to
Uncle
do bad
Ben.
you to please.
Now
I
you
don't want
say 10 million naira. You said 10 million naira is nothing, Abe. Send it to every real farm member.
10 million
And then
naira
put it on the
is
spot.
nothing. See what I would tell you, Simbi. May God give us good leaders in Nigeria so people can have money, they can have good job, so people can have lucrative job, being employed, everything. Those money when they take carry Nigeria and bobo, no be money. What is 10 million? It's nothing. When you compare the risk, what you are collecting the money for is not worth it. Okay, Simbi, shall you go collect 10 million, may you carry belly for person for surrogacy?
No, the person has to pay more.
No.
More.
You must collect 10 million. In fact, they go advertise you. You must collect 10 million. What's wrong with you? I'm telling you, it's
Back in the day, Uncle Ben, when our money was not that bad, maybe it would have made sense. Not now.
But I'm asking you now, will you take 10 million to carry baby
I
for
said
someone?
absolutely not.
How much
No, big no.
for someone?
Let's say 50 million.
You see,
I'll manage 50 million.
fair.
Manage.
You manage. So then why are you supporting your sisterhood when they were here? I told you, Simbi, you are doing sisterhood these days. You are doing sisterhood.
No, Uncle Ben, I know what to do with 10 million naira. I know the kind of investment to make with 10 million. That's why I said, don't say it's nothing. You understand?
See?
But in that surrogacy case, life is involved. I'm going to be risking my life. I'm going to be risking my body. So I have to be paid well.
No,
in
you
such
are
a way that
saying.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, for me, if I have to, give me and my wife will
But
say,
Uncle Ben, it was the context of which you said it that was wrong.
no, because I was trying to make a point because of waiting that Ife said. Shebi, you see, MOP, Uncle Dayo, many people also they observe it. I know the subject is sensitive. You can easily bypass what we were talking about in terms of the delivery of the message. It's not the message in itself. The message is correct. What Ife said is correct. Ife is right. But it's how he said. She just said like, oh, we can just get a womb. Me, I'm not gonna do. I'm heady. I'll just get a womb. That just get a womb. That person where you want carry the Peking give. Not be human being. Not be Baba Bonam. That's just what we were saying.
True. And most of the time, these people agree to carry because of their condition, not because they want to actually help.
God bless you. Everybody, just ask yourself, your daughter, even as we did now, anybody, if your daughter say, hey, dad, mom, I want to do surrogacy for this person, you're not going to ask the beginning, what? How is that your choice? That's the point we're making. So, what Ife said is accurate. She's right. She has a valid point. And what my sister Honey Babe also said, and Sister Nadu, they are right. If we look at the subject, surrogacy, everybody, they are right. My own is just, the delivery is just what I have problem with that. You just say as if, just like that. And that's why MOP was trying to point it out like, hey, look, so far this thing involves life and death. It's a different conversation. And even when we say 10 million, is 10 million worth somebody's life? You know, that's just what we're saying. But anyway, we continue tomorrow. And then we have another concrete topic tomorrow. God bless the real fam. God bless everybody. Man of prestige, Sister Natu, Dr. Adama. Thank you for the disclaimer, Dr. Adama. My honey babe. Honey babe. The day where I will see this honey babe, I go stress her face to face. I will stress hell out of honey babe body. Because honey babe, no, say, you get how honey babe voice they sound. Where we say, if you not quick adjust, you go think say you and honey babe they fight. You have to just adjust. Say, oh, honey babe, na accountability woman. And she like to bring it 100%, you know?
And make it make sense too. Make it make sense.
You know, honey babe is the one that started making make sense here. That's why
Yes,
this is just funny. Now, only babe, now start making make sense segment on top accountability. So the day I go see only babe like this, I swear, I go stress her physically first. Jesus.
Uncle Ben, send that Hennessy to me. MOP's
Simbi,
phone.
pastors don't drink. You are a prayer warrior. You can't drink. You are a prayer warrior. Just
I
carry
will
your...
take small for the sake of my stomach. It's still inside the Bible. Jesus Christ turned water to wine, so me, I can take Hennessy.
What part of the Bible? Can you tell me the verse in the Bible? I have studied the book of Genesis to Revelation. I don't see where he said, you take one small shot of Hennessy. Simbi, don't start.
Uncle Ben, let's just go with the fact that Jesus Christ turned water into wine. So that's not a sin.
No,
It's when you abuse it. The
Simbi,
sin there is drunkenness, not
this
the
is where
wine itself.
this is where I have problem with Nigerian Christians. Jesus Christ turned water into wine. He did not turn water into alcohol. And it's sweet wine. Go and read the book of, I think the book of Matthew. Shouldn't Matthew that in this ever be Luke? No, na book
Oh
of
my God.
Mark. Simbi, go and be over finish here. Bye, Simbi, you are a bad girl. Just go and check. Go and check the Fourth Testament, the New Testament, the first chapter.
Okay, okay, I agree. Convert it to pizza. One large box of pizza.
They know they eat pizza for Nigeria. They never.
Don't say that. So there's one very close to my house here. Please, sir, don't say it.
Pizza for Nigeria. Una country never.
They chop.
Una know they chop pizza.
Pepperoni and cheese.
You don't know what
chop. Chop.
You know what the pepperoni look like? You know what the pepperoni look like?
Uncle Ben, they chop, I beg.
You know they chop. You know they
One
chop.
large box of pizza, please, sir.
We come up for this studio. Bye.